It's down. Welcome everyone to the Shattered Lands Shield Wardens game as we continue. This, I believe, is episode 40. So lots of things have happened. So if you're just joining us now, thank you. You can check out a bunch of the earlier episodes on YouTube, and I need to get back to uploading more of those. Otherwise, they are still hanging around here on Twitch. If you're in chat, say hi. We do appreciate that. It does help the Twitch algorithm realize that people actually care. And yeah. Anyways, where last we left off. The party has gone. They've been dealing with this island of Helot, which has been kind of taken over by a group of collared-wearing individuals who have demonic ties. They possess the bodies of whoever has the collar, essentially. They can take over the control over those bodies. And so they've managed to place themselves in positions of power within this island nation. The party has come here to try to stem the tide of their invasion, essentially, and have done quite a bit to thwart the overall plans. They've destroyed a spherical object that created mist that spread out over the land, which sped up time for those within it, giving them basically more time to prep and to get everything in order. They've started the amassing of troops on their home island through their contacts, their benefactor Theodosia McCrilly, and recently have freed a group of gladiators. Wow, I can't speak. Freed a group of gladiators, and their party member Pios has kind of departed to take over the kind of organization of this fairly sizable force of gladiators outside the city walls to try to disturb and distract the city even further. Meanwhile, they have found a local druid by the name of Gravtar who has joined their party to help fight the demons, as he is angry about the demons who have taken over his sacred lands. And so, when we're going to return to our group here, they have gone back to their warehouse after a long evening of fighting, of getting back into the city, causing some ruckus on the way in, just trying to damage the city infrastructure, but also setting off a fireball on themselves and their local party members. And they've also come back to the city with three of the receptacles collared people. So they have discovered that the collared individuals have two essentially parts. There's the host, the main mind or soul or whatever you want to call it, that controls, and then there are a receptacle body. So if something happens to the main one, they go into the receptacles body, and then kind of keeps them going. And so they have found three of them within the gladiator camp and brought them back to the capital, into their warehouse, I believe. And that is where we're going to return to our party within the warehouse and see what their plans are for today. What's going on, guys?
It's going to be a weird one for Randolph as he wakes up and takes a look outside and realizes as he comes out of his hut and it shuts behind him, there's no Pios here. So there's no one to wait on coming back from an early morning run. He's the first one up. He looks down at his clothes, soot covered from the fireball from the previous night. Not happy about that. And he will slowly rub his hand on it, absentmindedly doing a cantrip of mending all over, just clearing off the dust and wondering how good he is at cleaning. It's really impressive. But we'll take a look up at the balcony where everyone else has actually gone. And in this quiet moment, he feels alone. There's a moment there where he's out of place. Something immense is coming, and he doesn't know if this is something that he is going to help or hinder. He'll shake his head out that reverie, and will send a light gust up to Billy's cover so it gets blown off, and walk away. Like, it wasn't me that we're talking about, mate. It wasn't even about the time. And will settle down at, I believe, does this warehouse have a kitchen area?
Yeah, not really per se. There were some rooms on the upper level.
Right.
As far as space, there's probably like a couple of general purpose rooms, but I don't think there's anything that's like designed with a kitchen and all that stuff. It's very much like you just store your stuff here, maybe an office upstairs, and that's probably all we kind of got.
Fair enough. In which case, he is probably going to regret that he doesn't have some way of starting a fire that doesn't involve burning his friends, and will munch on an apple, which I think was probably left over from when Pios last did a market run, and just wait for everyone else to wake up.
All right, anyone doing anything in particular through the night?
I think
through the night. Go.
I think that Randall would hear off in corner of the warehouse that morning just this long, obnoxious, gravelly snoring coming from the corner that Gravkar had said he went to go to sleep in.
Right. Okay. Your shoes on or off?
Don't have any.
I'm going to spend some time looking for your shoes. Like, how am I going to mess with this guy? There's nothing there. Anything of yours nearby, like, that's not on your person, that you've clearly put to one side, that's like just within hand's reach, but you're not actually touching?
No, not really.
Okay. Again,
He's
we'll
got
probably
it all
see it
tucked underneath of him. He's sleeping on it. He's, scratching his ass, snoring.
I think he'll look around and perhaps see a dead mouse in the warehouse, and will assume that because of its proximity to you that it belongs to you, and because you're some kind of hippie who lives out in the woods, that this is some kind of important item for you. So he's going to mage hand that and put it into his bag. Not yours, not anyone's, just a dead mouse. It might, it's not like rotten, but it's definitely floppy and gross, for sure.
I like the idea that those 3-collared gladiators we've still got with us are just in the corner of the room watching you do this. Like,
yeah, for the most part, they've kind of huddled up and are passed out off in a side corner. But yeah.
That's fine. Are they actually awake at this point?
We can say they're asleep for it. That's fine.
That's good. As I type in dead mouse into my inventory. Add item to backpack.
feeling the morning chill, I'd probably wake up and wonder why my quilt is on the floor, but just think it must have been a bad dream. Head to go downstairs and see what's happening with everybody else. Probably look over the balcony and see Randy awake. Assume that the rest will be coming up, waking soon, and head downstairs, completely now realizing that there's no Pius to ask what the news in town's been like. Will suggest maybe I'll go out for a stroll and get some food for everybody, and see what's happening. And I'll plod off, and I'll head into town for half an hour.
Okay.
Yep. So you're going into town.
Yeah.
Anyone
Do you need
else?
company, or are you good?
I got Daisy. It's up to you. You're still asleep, aren't you?
He would have just had came out when you started walking out.
So you guys were out for most of the night, so it was starting to be like almost morning time when you guys were coming in. So at this point, it would be probably early afternoon, probably like in the 3 or 4ish range.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's fine.
Just making sure we're not like no one's pulling a sleeping
Full
for
day.
4 hours or something or whatever, just to let you guys know where you're at as you exit this warehouse. The streets are, bustling and lively. It's still like towards the end of most people's workday, and what is it you're aiming for?
I'll head towards the market area. I know it's not that much of a distance from our warehouse, south on the map, and just do the standard fresh couple loaves of bread, cheeses, hams, and a bunch of grapes. I'll buy that sort of stuff and ask the local people, so what's the news of the day, and see what's been said and passed around.
Yeah. So you definitely will have already picked up some chatter from people, and just like, people talking about the commotion last night, things like that. You will, as you kind of ask this guy in one of the stalls, kind of looks over at you. Oh, wait, you haven't had, they had caught that woman a couple days back, a little while back, I guess, a few days, that I guess she led the attack on the plateau.
I know exactly who he's on about, but I'm going to play coy, and I'm woman plat. Oh, was that the? And I'll gesture like the giant hologram illusion that was.
Yeah.
raised.
Yeah, they announced it. Yeah, I guess they hanged her today. This morning, actually. She's they put her on the gates of the palace right now. She's still hanging there. Some thing, and they put a group of faces around there too, like some posters, some wanted posters, I guess they're saying. People that helped her with the attack. They said there was like a group of 4 that helped them. So I don't know. Guards are out in force. They're starting to look around, see if any of them are in the city.
Fair enough. That's interesting. I'll have to go have a look at those photos, see if I recognize any of them.
Yeah. I don't know. I hadn't had time myself. I'll probably go after the market shuts.
That seems fair. I'll point, like, where's the closest posters? And to the closest gate, like that way.
Yeah. There's like a town billboard over there, and kind of like point towards basically like one of the roads that leads into this market area, like one of the intersections where a lot of traffic is done, and there's like a wooden kind of like announcement board that's posted there.
I'll pay for the goods, tell him thank you, and then walk the opposite direction. And then once he's out of eyeshot, I will let Daisy free to then go investigate the board for me.
Okay. Yeah. Probably a good idea. Yeah, no problem. He had like wrapped up your goods. That which needed wrapping up in like a pretty plain brown bag or whatever.
Yeah.
Some paper wrapping. And easy enough for you to figure out a way to like release Daisy into the wild to go check out the board. And yeah, she relays back the likeness of yourself along with your other companions, kind of sketched like it's like they drew those images out, but they seem to be fairly accurate.
Okay. Head back to the warehouse. Share my news.
Yeah, luckily, and Hendrix is stealthy enough. We're not going to really push on the rolls on this one, but you're able to kind of like make your way through the crowds without drawing attention. Part of it helps that they're looking for like a group of individuals, so having yourself basically, traversing this area is definitely safer. But yeah, so you get back to the warehouse. The rest of the individuals are awaiting you.
Guys, good news, bad news. More bad news than good news. Actually, no good news. Bad news. Quick, probably gather around. Is everybody here? I'll look. No Pios, is there? Damn.
Yeah, what's up with that? He usually be hunting a pig or whatever he does.
We left him with the group of gladiators in the woods, didn't we?
And
right.
and off
He
in
always
the corner,
appears.
and off in the corner you hear.
You know what? Let me deal that with that real quick. He's gonna look around, grab a dirty sock, and put it in his mouth.
I pull out the sock. Y'all want breakfast? I got some stuff I can make with this.
Maybe later.
I've got. It's fine. And I'll literally. We're in the center of the room, which is empty, right? There's no tables, no chairs. Literally, I'll sit on the floor, put the papers out, almost like the tapas style. Just pick and share, and I'll start telling everybody that Susson's. What was her name? It was I haven't got it written down. Anyone remember her name?
Valkyrie.
No. That was it. I was like that. Valerie. It's not Valerie. Otherwise, that Valkyrie has been captured and apparently hung this morning from.
Oh shit.
Is hanging at this time from the castle.
Is she dead?
Gates. Fuck. Just stabbed myself. Yes. As far as the impression I got, they executed her this morning, and her body is now a example on the at the gates. That's not the worst of news, though. They have our photos or likenesses of us drawn on wanted photo posters on the billboards for for helping her.
Do we look good?
Yes, actually, we did look pretty good.
Right. Okay, good. Well, that's fine. Well,
I can
let's make sure we steal
for...
some of those posters to take back with us, okay?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
We can have a little gallery.
Assuming that's 8 hours, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna use seeming and make Randall look like a dwarf, and then myself an elf, and then Hendrix a half elf.
I look at you, nothing changes. I'm like, but okay, I'm more elf-like.
Different outfits and such.
Yeah.
Seeming can be a full.
Like we get to see what Lucius's stereotype thoughts of what a half elf looks like, and you're like, Ooh, that's not a good look for you, Lucius. You've been hanging with this guy for a while.
Yeah.
You probably see this.
You're not seeing races, or you only see races. I'm
that-
not sure. One way or the other. It's very binary right now.
Most of the elven people that he dealt with in the military were like high class douchebags, so that's why you look like a high class douchebag elf.
Oh, so you look like Randall. That's...
1 second.
And what have you turned Gravtar into?
What's up?
What have you turned Gravtar into?
Well, I mean, he wasn't with us in the poster, so they didn't have him in the poster, right?
Thank God you didn't turn him into Pios. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
that would have been... What were you thinking, man? All right, that's fine.
So,
So I'm a dwarf? Okay. I'm a
Yeah, you're a
dwarf.
dwarf.
Have I got white hair, or am I like an old bushy beard dwarf, or am I like a
You
young
got like a
dwarf?
really long brown beard.
All right, fine. That's fine. I look down and I'm like, all right, I've always wanted to have facial hair, and I turn to like try and make it into a plait, and of course my hand goes right through it straight away. I'm like, okay, so that's frustrating. Fine. Question to the GM: if I've got a bushy beard and I put my hands up on my chest, does my hands disappear behind the beard?
Yes, it would. It's like using disguise self, so it won't hold up to like physical alteration, like physical inspections.
No,
So-
I hear you. Okay, I'm gonna immediately take my dagger and I'm gonna place it down into my chest, just there, so I have it as a spot, knowing that it's gonna be hidden by the beard, and it will not work in any way, shape, or form. But in Randall's head, he's like being smart.
At one time, someone gets too close, and you're like, "Oh, my beard!"
Ah, I will next stab you. My beard will stab you.
I will. Once I'm back at the warehouse, I'll send Daisy out again. I want her to see if she can find the Valkyrie hanging. What gate she's at mainly.
No
But
problem.
just so that's a bit of knowledge we know. I'll obviously call over the collared people to let them know there's food.
So that was another
yeah.
question too. Were you seeming, because that can hit like everybody in the room for the most part because of your party? Are you seeming the
I
gladiators
guess I
as
might
well?
as well make everybody look like, since I made us the human-looking people look like elves, I'll make all the other humans look like elves as well, and all the short people look like dwarves.
Because that's
You
all
make-
we are to you, Lucius. All short people are dwarves. I swear on God, if Pios was here right now, he would just throw a stone right in between your eyes, bro. That'd be it.
I
Game over.
just picked what I'm used to every time I went into
Dude.
battle. You know.
do Lucius of the demon spear need a rock thrown at him? I am good at throwing boulders.
Another demon, but thank you.
Not a demon. Thank you. Love that. Okay, fine. So I'm a dwarf, and the gladiators are now. They were.
They all look like us.
They all look like. Perfect decoys. Switch it up. We could have done that, you guys. We could have 100% have seeming them into looking like us, but with the collars still on. I mean, oh well, it is what it is. I look at the gladiators and I say, we're going to make our move into the palace now. Have any of you ever been in the palace as guests? I know sometimes gladiators get special dispensation. I don't know if that applies for you.
No, none of us have. I did not.
Okay. All right. Need to get in. How can we get in?
Well, who do we know that's already been in?
Color lady.
We need to go
Yeah.
through the wall. I have abilities.
Sorry, what? This is the first time I've actually been interested in Graf now. I'm like, through the wall.
I am good with stone, despite my dwarven appearance.
When
Well, they're good with stone too, so.
I am better.
Better than a dwarf at stones. That is a bold claim, sir. But all right, let's see what you can do. So if you say that, we may as well look to go, what, just through a wall? And then we're into the grounds.
I having flashbacks of people not being clear in the past, I silence Randy for 2 seconds and go, how are you good with stone? Is it you can pass through or you can disintegrate?
I have abilities. Not all of them are silent and quiet and sneaky, however.
But this stone one, quiet, sneaky?
It will depend on where we enter at and the amount of guards that are on that particular area. I can cut a hole through a wall, make it come down, make things explode.
Okay, so we can get in, but it might be noticed.
I can even carve off part of the stone, part of the wall, and throw it at people too.
That's interesting. Filing that one away for later.
I can even meld with the stone itself too.
Of course, you spent a lot of time in your quarry, didn't you?
Like I said, the grove was special.
Okay.
And now has been tainted with the corruption of these demons.
Okay.
We need to sneak. Yeah. I do have abilities as well for us to sneak and creep around within the shadows.
DM. Me and Pius, when we were searching the village and the town, for entrances, and he went through the sewers, did he mention there was any ways that would have gone into the castle but is blocked, or?
I think based on his roles, he was not able to find anything that would directly lead into the castle.
Okay.
Whether it's because of things being designed in such a way so that it was hard for him to find, or things that were designed in such a way that they'd be almost impossible for a human being to traverse that space. He didn't. I don't believe he specified that. Just that he couldn't locate the path. And
they were.
That's fine.
I think I rolled like a 10 or something like that. It was a bad roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So the sewers are not available to us. Going in through the air is probably going to attract a lot of attention. And we don't know if there are any sigils or wards over the actual airspace around the castle. Certainly, flying up to it will probably bring out some of those winged demons as well. So we can't go under, can't go over. I guess we're going through.
I got some questions.
Yes.
We're still supposed to do the teleport circle for the army with the Granus to come through, right?
I mean, that was one of the things you guys were planning on, yes.
Why don't we talk to the colored lady, since she knows a lot about the place, and then maybe we still wait for the gladiators to come back as a distraction, and then we get the people that we had to, help us in the city, and then we just run through it.
I think if we have the gladiators attack on the wall, that'll create the distraction we need. But by that time, we should probably already have Sigranus with us and have him in a position where we can get closer into the actual palace
That's what
then
I'm
set the
saying. We talk
teleport
to the
in a
lady,
quiet room there.
and if she might know ways to get in and out. So if we talk to her, then we can be better prepared, since she's willing to work with us.
Randy, you have the ring. Why don't you message Granis and find out where he is, who he's with, and see if he's able to join us. We'll could go to the once he's here, he can then mind the collared people, and then we can go out and hopefully have a chat with this woman in the bar. Once Sagranis is here, we could then use him to contact Pios to relay messages to the gladiators on when to attack.
100%. And we can place ourselves in a situation where he can then, whilst we're off talking to the lady, he can start bringing through his troops as well. Give him enough time to get it lined up so that there is actually another force inside the city. How far are we from the palace we're pretty close, aren't we? We're like maybe a half mile away.
Here,
We
we
can
can
see the
put
tower
back
from
up
the window.
the we can put back up
Yeah.
the city.
So we're pretty close to it, honestly, because we can go along. It would take, I think, maybe 10 minutes walking, much less if we're running, to get to the actual castle. If we can be in a position by the time they get to the castle that there is a big hole in the wall, I look at Gravtar, and we line up so that there is the attacks from the gladiators further out, they'll be looking to the far wall and they won't notice a smaller, more elite force coming in from the warehouse led by Sagranis and the gladiators. So whilst they're doing that, we can still be the spear point. First one's in, pushing through and pushing through and pushing through and pushing through, knowing that behind us there'll be further reinforcements stopping us from being completely encircled.
Yeah. I feel we've gotten the creation of a plan coming in together now, as I then take a big bite of cheese and realise it was blue cheese, and I'm like, putting it down.
Ugh, why do you eat blue cheese? What's wrong with you?
I didn't know, I just asked for cheese and breads, and gave me a selection.
These people are weird. Who eats blue
I know.
cheese?
Give me the wine skin.
Okay. I hand over some Titan dust to Hendrix as well. And I hand over some Titan dust to Lucius. And I hand over some Titan dust to Gravtar.
Well, I mean, I believe what you have is like one.
Oh, I got a little snifter there, haven't I?
Yeah, one use of Titan dust.
I've only got one left. Wow, I went through it. Okay, I had a very good night. Okay, I mean that's how it is. A Titan dust. You think you got a large bump, and then bam, it's like down to like a tiny little smidgen. What are you gonna do there? It's no good. All right.
Oh, hey, when that happens.
Yeah. So I, and this is actually true as well. I'll look at the Titan dust, and I'm about to share, and I'm like, that's just enough for me. Okay, no big deal. It's fine. Okay. So the plan lines up. Gravtar, you'll come with us. I will send a message now to Sagrana saying, come and meet us here. Let's do that now.
Just thinking, if he's the only one on the ship, he can come, but don't bring the ship in. Like, but if he is with the Cloud Vipers still,
Yeah.
I don't particularly want to leave them on the ship.
Do you want him to send a teleport to where we are then? And have them come through at the same time. 6 seconds for them to just duck through it.
If they can all get through and come to the warehouse here.
Yeah. Well, if he sets the teleport into the deck of the ship, they all gather around. When it opens, they all just jump in. They'll come falling out the other end on our side.
So, yeah, that sounds like a great idea, because then I can retrieve the ship or another
25
time.
words. Okay.
You got
ready?
this, wordsmith. Okay.
Sigranus, use your teleport and send yourself with the Vipers We're in Warehouse District. Come now.
Ten more words.
Make sure everyone is armed. We will be attacking the castle very shortly.
We hear very, and then it stops.
Yes.
Nailed it. Yeah, cool. And I look around the warehouse and I'm like, I'm gonna find a corner. I'm just gonna find a space, make myself a small little dwarf, hoping that nothing lands on or around me. And we'll see what happens next.
You will get your response first. I can teleport to you. However, the Vipers are off doing their things in the city. Preparing now.
The Viper's already in the city.
This city? The city we left him at?
I think this city, I guess if their leader got killed, I should have specified. He did not make that clear. Well, we'll ask him when he gets here. He's on his way.
What? Okay. As I grab the cheese and breads and make sure they're not on the floor in the center, just in case. Back, everybody, quickly, just in case.
Okay. Bill's having a moment here.
Yeah, sorry. I'm pulling up some other things too. As you guys wait, it does take a little while as he preps and casts his spell. Yeah, you guys are familiar enough to him. Your space, he would eventually get there. So basically, because he doesn't know which warehouse you guys are in, he will first scry on you guys.
Makes sense.
So Randy, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, all right. Bring it on. That is a 10.
Okay, perfect.
Good.
So he is able to scry on you guys.
Did he deliberately pick on the guy he thought had the least amount of common sense?
Oh, yeah.
I can't get angry at it. I want to, but I can't.
And then a few minutes later, you will see like this momentary like shimmer in the air, and he himself will teleport in. So Sigranus will stand in the room, holding onto a staff, kind of his older elven body again, with these burn marks all over his face and all over his head. So there's like these little tufts of hair that grow here and there. He's got like a simple cap that's kind of like on to kind of cover up as much as it can and kind of hide a little bit of his features. Almost like a broad brim hat, but not like super broad. It's like, anyways. So he's standing there and kind of looks over at you guys. So, how are things going? And then he glances over and sees there's, first of all, he's like, okay, who's all who?
Introduction.
I'll raise my hand and say Lucius, but in Elven.
I'm like, easy Giza.
Randy.
I'll give Sigranus a nod and introduce Gravatar. This is a local from the island that has issues with the demons as well. They've taken over his grove. And I look at Sigranus and quarry.
Gravtar of the Granite Grove.
Yeah, he does that a lot, honestly. It's fine. Sigranus, I genuinely think you and him are going to get on like a house on fire, truly. Plus, we picked up these part of the gladiators that we rescued last night. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. We killed a giant. It's a big deal. I'll write a song about it. It'll be number one.
It looks like these are receivers. Yeah, I give like Sagranus a wink, like to say these are vessels ready to be used. We didn't think it was wise to let their whereabouts go unknown.
Fair enough. Probably a good idea.
Mm.
We sure that the other ones don't know you have them?
Well, they know they've gone missing.
Yeah,
They
we're
know.
not sure about much, though. To be honest with you, mate. I
Fair
mean,
enough.
we're working to pretty much in the blind. Where are the Vipers? Are they in this city?
Why would they be in this city?
Because they were with you on the ship.
Yes. We went to one of the other cities here on Helot. You sent us to Marinus.
Yeah, no, we remember.
I remember.
Zero memory of that. All right. Well,
That's where your ship currently is now, too.
Yeah.
that's fine. As long as
To
we're
be
not on the
safe.
ship just now.
No, I've hired some locals that I think will be worthwhile. Keep an eye on the ship.
All
Thank you.
right.
Plus, your ship is got a hell of an attitude. I think many people are gonna handle that.
Does sort of list to the left when you're trying to steer. I noticed that a little bit.
Yeah. Not far from the original, I guess.
Yeah, he does hang a little to the left, but how you know that? I would worry at this point about how we have an escape plan. Hendrix, maybe might be an idea to have the ship make its way. Like,
I planned on inviting it closer to the city. Just this debrief seemed more important at the time.
fair enough. So we debrief Sagranus on our plan, and then ask if he has any thoughts on how he can aid the process of getting us in to the castle, or getting us undetected further into the castle, or whether it's worth us actually just using. Scornus, here's my thing. Either you're with us and you'll go be at the point of the spear, and that could be a problem for you, or
Could be.
you might prefer to be working in a more of a supportive role and help the gladiators and Pios come out from the outside of the city into the city. We could use them as an auxiliary force.
If anything, a distraction on the opposite side of the wall
Yeah.
and city.
Big explosions, plus you get to hide and you don't necessarily get shot or stabbed.
I mean, there are definite benefits to say that not getting shot and stabbed. Yes, I mean, I've done my time in front lines and would rather not have to do that again if I can help it. I'm a bit older now and probably would slow you down, but I could help here and there if the need arises. As far as, logistics and helping. So, as you tell me, they now know who you guys are. They've killed the contact we had. You have hired a group of street thugs.
We would look at Lucius. Yes,
Yes,
he did.
that happened.
And you've left outside the city with a group of gladiators that are on the run right now for the hopes of harrying the outside walls, or now you mentioned me bringing them inside.
I feel we see them more as a distraction than an attacking force. The more people they draw, though, the better it will be for us inside.
All right. I mean, like I said, whichever direction you guys feel would most aid your uses. You also said you made contact with a collared member. I'm assuming you guys just filled him in. on
Yeah, the whole thing. from
Things
top to
instead
bottom.
of
Everything.
yeah.
Everything.
Since we've been in here, everything of importance, from the tree calf to the street people.
All right.
All
Just
that
wanted to
shebang.
make sure that I can reference them without it being weird. But I figure that will save us all some time and also provide some recap for anyone watching. All right. So
Maybe you should talk to her, Serrano.
I mean, I would be interested. That could be worth the while. Theodosia's gathering forces probably could move depending on the scale of the operation you want. We have a few ships on the way already. However, it wouldn't be like a full invasion force at the moment, but a few crack teams are boarded and on the way to Helat. So I guess it just depends on which actions we want. I wouldn't mind examining these receptacles, as you call them, I guess.
Take all the time you need. We have some business, I believe, in town. We're kind of hoping you wouldn't mind watching them, or at least making sure they don't go awry. And for having time to research the collars, apparently there's symbols on it that signify if they are receivers or senders.
Yeah, if you could identify that, that'd be useful for us to know whether to actually kill them or let them live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha. No. They're currently under an illusion. It makes it very tough to, at least visually, inspect these items.
You're very good at your job, mate. We'll let you get on with it. Honestly, stop chatting your noise and pretending you're actually a good wizard for once. Go on and say, yeah, all right, nice one, Jesus.
That'd be the seeming spell, wouldn't it?
That would be the seeming spell.
Oh,
I
well,
have a question.
Yeah.
How long does a lightning resistant potion last?
1 minute.
you trying to get him to shock you? And now
No. I just I want to make sure I'm out of your way, but just in case.
an hour is
it's a long time to be resistant to lightning.
Yeah, that's pretty banging.
That might be quite useful.
Well, with my luck.
Well, listen, what's the worst that could happen? Oh, right. Yeah. Well, if we got business, let's go have some business. I look at the other three gladiators and I go, you lot stay here, yeah? My team, we're going to go out and we're going to do what we're going to get done. And this is Sigranis. He's going to look after you. And do us a favor, you look after him as well, yeah? All right, let's go.
I'll leave the rest of the chooses and hands.
I'm gonna give him the scroll that had the portal thing on it, because since he can cast it, he can do it. He's higher level than me. He's better. Here you go.
yes. Thank you. Save me some resources.
Maybe if we could have something set up in this warehouse, if there's enough room and suitable, we could potentially think about having the ships of people coming into here.
Yeah. Maybe give him the chance to actually build his teleport circle. Don't know how long it'll take, but
A gesture, just point towards the castle. That is our target. Out of the window. See a spire, hopefully, at some point in the distance.
hopefully not with something large and leathery flying about it. That would be preferable, GM. Just throwing that out there, just saying whatever. What? That's madness. All right.
You don't want some big scary, dragon or demon or whatever?
I do. Obviously.
All right.
All right, well then let's head on out and we'll leave it to the others to make the necessary arrangements for auxiliaries.
Mhm.
All right.
We're gonna go see the lady at the bar. Is that right? I think we're going to the CO, yeah?
Yeah, but she's usually there after work, isn't she? Like early evening.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
at this
you guys
stage, by the time he's come through and he's done a scry, he's done a teleport, I think we're already at 5 o'clock, mate.
No, I'm with you on that one. I went out for food, came back. Like,
Yeah.
that's
You're
it.
probably in the 5-ish. You know, a little after 5.
So let's get there for happy hour. Might be the last one we have. I didn't say that. Someone else said that.
I was gonna say it's always happy hour. Let's go.
We're always happy at this hour. All right. So you guys are heading to the Silver Coat.
Nice.
Yep.
Tavern that Katrina oft travels to. Okay.
We have picked our
Activate.
table by the looks of it. Pios! Pios, there you are!
Piles there. Some bitch. Let's get rid of that person. And that.
Well. You've been here drinking all night long. You fucking. Oh, now you disappear.
That's all it
Classic
is.
Pios.
Silly Pios.
Silly Pios. I'm glad he's gonna die. What?
Wow.
That
I
was
got
harsh.
brutal, right?
Brutal. Right in the kisser. No, but obviously we are actually going to go to her table. You know.
Yeah.
Is it busy at this time?
No, not super busy right now. There's a few individuals scattered at some of the tables. Almost looks like there are like some people who got off work a little earlier or whatever that are like saving spots for their group to come, but just kind of scattered. The waiters are kind of walking through in their typical like silver jackets that they're wearing as they go around serving people. The table up there that she was at last time was empty, and you guys are able to kind of claim it. I am sorry, I have to blow my nose really bad. I'll be right back. If you guys
As the
wanted to
trumpets
start.
get blasted,
Right,
I
right.
like to join in with my bandor and go. Do you reckon they got a stage over there? I think I might just step up real quick.
Also remember, as I gestured towards your beard, not everything on you is what it's meant to be. Being on a
Right.
stage might not be the best.
Yeah, might not be a good idea, buddy.
I look over at Lucius with nothing but hatred in my eyes at being told that I have to not go on a stage and perform. I'm like, you did this. You did this.
Slowly
You
reaches
want
for
me
that
to drop it so that way everybody sees what you look like? And they take you to jail?
I mean,
Or worse?
I genuinely think about it for a while. Like, no level of protection is worth this level of anonymity. This is a nightmare. But fine, I accept the role and we'll move on through. I will sit down and drink my drink like a dwarf, very grumpily. Method
Fit the
acting.
role. Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's getting used to his role already.
Yeah.
I refuse to drink the ale. I want some high quality wine. From looks like a fancy half elf, I might as well act like one.
I'm going to look around for any dwarf ladies and go, just so you know, this dwarf does like to get tossed. Okay, carry on.
Wow.
I guess we just wait until she arrives then, yeah.
Yeah. And you guys get there. Eventually, the band will start to play, but you will probably be sitting there for a few hours. A few hours before you would spot familiar red-haired woman kind of walk into the bar. And then she will also be followed by a group of soldiers, as she was last time.
If she looks our way and doesn't give us the "I know who you are" look, we'll gesture her over.
Yeah, she would kind of glance at the table, kind of have that look like, who the hell's at my table?
I do have a message, so I would message her, and it's us. We're in disguise.
You know, every time that you do message, Lucius, we can all hear you talking,
Yeah,
mate. You understand
yeah.
that, right? It's like, what are you doing? Genuinely, everyone around you is watching you talk into you. Putting your hand up, putting your wrist against your mouth and chatting into it. Hello, put your fucking ear down. You look ridiculous. Angry dwarf style, 100%.
Yeah.
Like leaning. I'm like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like what I'm turning into.
Sit back, your beard's phasing through the table.
I was wondering who was sitting at my table. She kind of slides up, pulls a chair over, sits down.
Can we say we briefed Gravatar beforehand?
Yeah.
That he might sense the same as he does with Lucian's weapon.
That's a good shout. We never actually mentioned that. Oh, let's not brief him at all. And as she comes in, we realize that moment and go, oh, real quick. No, she's actually, I know she's definitely a demon, but she's one of the good ones. She's like the only good one, so don't stab her, all right? Be cool.
And nobody says anything else. We just wait for Gravatar's response as we hear Lucius go, "We're in disguise."
Gravatar, how do you react to this sudden information as you see this red-haired, kind of thin, nimble-looking woman kind of strolling across this now fairly busy bar with musicians playing? Yeah. So how would you react to their news?
Yeah. I'm thinking, can I do that on, like, trying to figure out if that can do that ability all the time or not?
I think it's like 3 or 4 times.
Is it? Yeah. So the party told me already, or no? That she's.
I mean, they kind of like as she's walking by, they say, that she is. That's what they tell you.
Okay. I think Gravatar would be hesitant. He's saying how bumbling this party is so far, and how much damage they do to themselves, let alone other people. He would definitely have his hand on his magical axe, waiting for, I guess, unheld action. If she does anything that is hostile.
All right. And are you using any of your abilities? Or you're taking their word and you're just prepped and ready to.
I'm prepped. I'm ready. They haven't killed me yet, so
yeah.
All
right.
Yeah. I mean, so.
No problem. Yeah, so this red-haired woman kind of pulls up, slides in. I was wondering who was sitting at my table. Good idea on the disguises, by the way. I tried to get to your friend before they did, but they were able to extract enough information to get your identities and dispose of them.
Well,
it was inevitable eventually. Somebody's going to end up seeing our faces, and granted, we're hiding now. I'm not one for hiding my face, really.
Well, I'm glad you had that ability anyways. It proves to be helpful when your intentions are made clear to all.
Obviously, we've been busy, and also a couple of questions for you as well. As you may have heard, there was an incident at the Gladiators last night. I kind of want to see if she has heard about it, and if so, if it's been passed on, and if she mentions anything about the collared people will be going missing.
Yes, well, we heard about the gladiators. There are a small force being dispatched to ascertain the damage entirely. Um,
How many is a small force?
about 100 men.
Any of them collared?
That's at least one with them. I didn't get the exact make of it. It's been kind of a busy day so far.
That's all right. If it's just one collared and 100 men, that's Pios. He's pretty much even, isn't it? To be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great fighter. Looks over at Grabtar. All right. The savagery.
I love it.
So brutal.
So brutal. I look at the lady and mage hand her a glass of wine and say, we're going in today in a few hours. We need to go in through the gate or servants' entrances. We would like it if you could secure our entrance. And I look at her soldiers and go, he looks about my size. He looks about his size. He looks about his size. He looks about his size. How do your boys feel about maybe not going back into the castle today? Taking the night off?
Oh dear. All right. So you guys want to go in as my soldiers. And to what ends for today? Are you planning on the straight beginning of your assault on the forces, or is this a reconnaissance?
We're going to do what we're going to do today. And as far as we can get it done, we're going to deal with it. Don't worry. It's not like we will be doing it without a thought to the actual process. And we understand your need to actually be, what's the word you're looking for? Plausible deniability. So to that end, maybe once we are inside the palace grounds, you could find a reason to not be there anymore. And we can carry on our own. We just need to make it past the first 2 sets of security, the one on the outside and the one that's always going to be straight on the inside. I'm used to posh houses, and I know how security works. They're all about keeping people out, but once you're in, they're not looking to get you, you know? They assume you belong there.
All right. I mean, we could do that way, or I can get you in slightly more subtly if you'd rather.
I'm open ears.
All right.
I have the ability to open a passageway from one point to another, as long as it's within a certain distance, amongst others. But I could open up a gate for you to walk through. There's a grove of trees and sort of garden area behind the castle. I could open a gate basically from one side to the other. If you guys would rather that way we're not having to dispose of my guards and possibly open up that level of deniability.
Could you do it more than once?
Do it a couple of times a day at least. What are we thinking? As it is, I can leave it open for a little while.
How long's a little while?
Well, let me double check. Well, I can keep it open for 10 minutes at a time if I wanted to, with probably little need of someone discovering it.
All right, then. 10 minutes. Gets us about 500 feet into that spot. Okay, let's do that then. Maybe when we do it the first time, it'll be just us. And then the second time might be with for a few of our friends.
Can I do an insight check? I just want to see if I'm getting she's on our side vibes, or it's been all a ploy to get us teleported into the jail. Walk through a gate, and we're just like, shit.
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead and roll insight. Oh,
think,
wow, that was a bad roll.
Gravtar would like to do
I
the
believe
same
her
thing.
completely.
Uh-oh. One of them, huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do.
Can Gravtar make the same roll?
Sure. Yeah. I think you for sure have reasons for Gravtar to distrust this individual.
23.
Thank you, Gravatar.
She seems very forthright and honest.
Okay. And what's our guards like anyway? Are they just like regular guard-like people, or do they have that air to them?
They seem like fairly standard guards. They're currently over at a table, kind of laughing and sipping subtly on a beer.
Can I see if any of them's got a collar around their neck?
Certainly make a perception check. I mean, they're wearing armor, so it's just a matter of...
Nat 20 or 24.
Yeah, none of them have collars. You are certain of that.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I know of this spell that she's wanting to get us in at. I believe that may be a sound way without causing too much noise. Once we in, if we want to sneak and creep, I have some stuff that we can do, or I can do beforehand.
Noted. This would just be into the grounds. I can't necessarily guarantee you a direct path into the castle. I don't really have access of points that I can see within both to make it, a very equitable transaction there, unless I suppose you just wanted to be like on a roof somewhere that I could spot. But
we also have a friend that's a little bit more magically inclined, research-wise, that might want to have a conversation with you. I don't know, probably later in future, maybe even sooner than we think. Is there a way for him to get in contact with you? Can we take your full name, maybe? I know he knows the sending spell. Maybe he might be able to contact you that way, or a special pigeon of some sort of messenger pigeon. I don't know. Or anyway.
Well,
I point to your bird. What like yours?
You talking to me? I'm like, has she come back? I haven't. As I look out the window and just see her scratching at the window.
It's the meta pigeon.
Bring in pigeon, actually. Bring in my owl and call it pigeon. Daisy.
This is my owl, pigeon.
Pigeon owl.
my previous owl was called Hawk.
This is my owl,
nice
pigeon.
Nice looking bird you've got there.
Okay, maybe we could communicate as with my bird messenger. Is there a location or a place that you often accept for here? Well, maybe here. As I look, there is a window right behind you.
Well, yes. So lots of things going on here. First of all, you mentioned an individual, but then you also mentioned assaulting the castle itself tonight. So I'm just trying to get an idea of which direction we're going. I'd be happy to talk to a man. Are you thinking post-assault, pre-assault? it's early enough. I would say if we do this, we should probably do it, in the dead of night, when the castle grounds are at the most
quiet.
empty, right?
Waiting. This is the worst.
Yes. Well, try waiting for hundreds of years.
Mm.
Thank you.
Right? Not
yeah.
as easy as it sounds.
This sounds awful. Doesn't sound easy at all. It sounds ridiculously hard. Sorry. Fine. Hendrix. The plan is a good plan. Okay? If you want to have Sagranus talk with her, that's good.
Sagranus was interested. I just thought, first-hand knowledge, he's going to have more questions than we're ever going to think of.
Yes, but we need him to be focused right now and not to go
Agreed.
into his usual student mode. There's a time to be a scholar, and this is not that time. And him knowing how to make a collar work or not work, that's not going to change the fact that we're going to have to move our way into this castle. We can have them meet, have that conversation at the Grove. When we go in, he stays, has the opportunity to build whatever he needs to. Lucius, you get hold of your roughnecks, have them meet us at the glade for midnight. They can come through at that point quietly, create a gate, and they can be coming up behind us. 10-minute period, followed by another 10-minute period. It's 20 minutes to send through forces. That's a long time. But we don't want to make a large noise when we're going into the castle. We want to take out as many as possible, clear the path, and work our way up quietly. And then I look at Grabtar. We bring down the entire fucking place.
Agreed. The prince. Is it the prince that's ruling the nation at the moment? The king's unwell, if I'm right.
Correct, yes. The prince has assumed control over the...
And am I right
world.
in believing he is a collared one now?
Oh, yes. Particularly nasty one. An
Okay.
individual that I have long wished to see dead.
That, hopefully, is something we can help with. However, I'm assuming if he's got a collar on, he has a receiver waiting for him.
Yes. Tries to keep that one pretty secretive, so I was still trying to work on, which is what most of my day was involved, trying to discover where everyone's receptacles are.
I assume there's no way to actually track where they are then.
Not timely, anyways. I mean, we each know where our receptacle generally is. We have an idea of where they are, so...
Fair.
But we, as individuals, are particularly distrustful of each other, no matter what. So most of us aren't telling, or wouldn't tell.
Understandable. Why would you tell anybody where your second life is going to be?
Yes. Even though we're here on common purpose, we are also, as per the nature of our existence, somewhat distrustful as well.
A question, if you don't mind. Now we're all good friends. Last time we met you, we may have tried to cast something. I'll knock on the table. And you say that they would have known.
Yes.
Would they have known who? The collar and where, or just that one has been taken off?
They know who and where. They're all very specific.
Yeah. Okay.
Part of the enchantments. They're powerful artifacts that manage this whole thing. No, information's always important.
No, of course, obviously. If this person is as mean as you say he is, and we want to get rid of him, we either need to find out where his vessel, receiver, wherever is and have that ready, or remove the collar before we kill him.
That would be nice if you can even get to him. Let's see.
Or
The castle
messier
itself
way
is
is-
tough.
Yeah, there's a messier way, but I don't want to drag a torso around with me.
Okay.
Okay. Um, well, so I guess where's the next step? I mean, I can lose my guards for a little while if you needed any help within the city itself. I would need someone's help for that. However, I can also return and get you signals when it is a good time. Are you trying to bring in more than just the four of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, doable.
lot.
A lot. Okay.
ideally.
I suppose that would cause a distraction within, at least. All right. So not as stealth as I was thinking you would be.
Well, we're
There's an
thinking
element.
about, we want to break it down to time the process. If we have just us, first of all, to be in a position where we are stealthy, clear a path, knowing that coming up behind us would be a sizable force, punching up through the middle, that the gap that we've created. You know, what we're doing is essentially just smoothing the path, making it a lot easier for access, and then allowing that final ramming motion. Yeah. And
All right.
Randy realizes what he's saying, and he's got a little bit turned on by his own conversation, so he's going to be quiet for a little bit.
Don't even bat an eyelid. I just expect it from you now.
He's disgusting. Fine.
All right. So, what would you like from me? Just a door at the time and place of your
Yeah.
most ready
Um,
point?
We would love for you to chat to somebody, but obviously time is not on our side at the moment. So maybe afterwards we could be pen pals.
Either way, like I said, I could lose the guards for a little while. It's still the height of things, I would say. If you are able to get about without the guards spotting you during curfew time, it's probably your best bet. I don't know if you need to gather these forces of yours you're speaking about. Whatever the plan is.
Yeah. No, that's understandable. Lucius, how easy is it for you to get in contact with your guys?
I just had to go to the same place again, and shouldn't be too hard.
All right. So if you do that and direct them to the glade, Gravtar, do you want to head to the glade with me now? And Hendrix, do you want to head to the tree pub and have a conversation with our friends up there about any of their potential aid?
Chaos.
Oh no, their aid is more spread, more disparate.
Yeah, we've got chaos going all around at the guard
Yeah.
towers from them.
I think honestly, right now, the level of chaos that's happening around, we really should take advantage of it. You know?
Yeah. I'll gesture to her. She's having a busy day. Maybe that's throughout the castle.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe we. Okay, we'll stick to the plan. Every ounce of my being wants to just go straight up to it right now.
Maybe I could go back to the warehouse, check on our friends, and take our researcher out for some lunch, maybe in this pub. Maybe you'd like to join us for some lunch, probably in, 2 or 3 hours?
Be more like dinner at this point.
Yeah, well, lunch, dinner.
It's our lunch.
I've only
it's
been
everyone
awake for
else's-
an hour
yeah.
or two, so
It's our lunch for sure, but
Yeah.
it's definitely everyone else's dinner.
dinner. Once realising the time of day.
You want to bring him here, or you want me to go there, or somewhere else if you're choosing?
He can come here.
Probably best he comes here.
Did Valkyrie ever see Sigranus?
Nope.
Okay,
No.
fine. Then
No, he came
in
about after. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, fine. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go through that process.
Cool.
Lucius gonna get up, and he's just gonna say in Elven, "Good evening," and then he's gonna walk and go to meet those people.
She's gonna look at you confused, and then before you go,
I'm also going to look at you confused.
she'll look at Hendrix, or the simile thereof. Before you go, I'm going to send someone with you, akin to your own friend here, and she'll kind of pet Daisy on the head a little bit. She can be my go-between. So let me know when you're ready or what's going on, and through her, I'll have her show herself later. Just don't be
Okay.
afraid. Beatrice is nice.
I'm more inclined on being followed by somebody than being scared of it.
I mean, if you don't want it, it's fine. It's a good way to get in contact. Granted, you wouldn't know if she's following you anyways.
True. How
You'll
about-
kind of feel a light set of like feet kind of step upon your shoulder, and then you feel like 4 feet, and then like something slide across your chest.
Yeah.
That's fine. This is
No,
fine.
JP. Cool. I'll embrace its imperfections.
Anyways, yes, let us know. I will be here for a while. I think I will find a way to get rid of my escort for a little while. Hopefully they won't be here when you return.
Lovely. I go to take my hat off and do the whole till next time, then remember it's illusion, so I go do a nod while holding it, and then stand up.
She nods,
Mm.
leans back with the glass of wine as the server kind of sees she's no longer busy and comes over and like just sets a glass of wine in front of her. Good luck.
So, thank you. Sorry, we didn't
Godspeed.
realise this was your table. So everybody else overhears as we leave.
Yeah. All right.
I was like, that's not her table. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So,
So-
what are you guys up to now? You're exiting here.
Yes,
Let's bring up the city.
if I believe right. Lucian's going for his town rats. I'm
Okay.
going to see how Sigranus is doing at the warehouse. Randy, who are you going with?
I will stay on the process. I don't know, honestly. I'm looking at what you guys are up to, and I'm like, wait, Lucius is going that way, and you're going to go to the warehouse. I mean, I'll go with Lucius just to make sure he doesn't set everything on fire.
Okay. Graftar.
Cool.
What are you gonna?
Oh,
Yes,
shit,
sir.
Graftar. So
Thank
used to
God.
Pius just following us.
I think Gravtar deciding which is least dangerous to travel with, would travel with Hendrix.
Fair enough. All right. Graftar and Hendrix head to the warehouse, and the other two are heading into the garden ward to locate the band of. Where were they? forgot what they call themselves. The band of thugs, essentially, that are there. Okay, cool. Who would like to go first? Since Randy's not there, let's go with Hendrix and Graftar. So you guys go back to the warehouse itself. Right. All right. Let's bring up the warehouse.
So, Randall of the Looms, he often this reckless.
It's almost like he wants to prove himself.
Hmm.
So yes, but it means well.
The lady is going to be interesting indeed. I did not detect anything hostile towards you or us, just like Lucius of the Evil Spear.
I still have my reservations, but I believe she actually wants to help us. I'm just worried what she's getting out of it.
Indeed. We have to put her down. We have to put her down. The main goal right now is to get rid of the greater evil.
We need to relieve this town, this city, this island of their power. I agree. These collars have just made things so tricky. Are we back at the warehouse by now, I assume?
Yeah, I'd say you guys are able to get back to the warehouse pretty safely. When you get there, Sagranis is kind of inspecting one of the. I should have made a Sagranis mini by now, but of course I have not. Sagranis is inspecting the gladiators currently, like as best he can through the seeming spell. He's kind of like, moving around, looking
Has he not got annoyed yet and just cast Dispel Magic on it?
Well, he knows that you guys are out.
Yeah, true.
Under the seeming, so he has not done that. But he's like, feeling around on the collars, kind of looking around, trying to inspect as best he can. He's got like a book out and he's kind of like sketching down things and like flipping through pages to try to get an idea of, various things. He's just trying to pull out as much information as he can. I'll say this is Sagranis for now because I should have made the mini, but I didn't. And as you kind of get inside too, this the weight that's been on your shoulder starts to materialize, and you see a small draconic-looking creature in like a light kind of violet color, kind of just like curled up on your shoulder. Just this tiny little pseudo dragon.
I'm like, God, I've got like Daisy on one side and this thing on the other. I'm like,
don't be scared.
So, did it just speak, or was that Sagranis?
It will have spoken in your head.
Okay.
And it's more of like an idea of and feeling of don't be scared, because they don't really straight use language, but they do telepathically transmit thoughts and ideas.
Interesting. I'll
And what is your Graftar and Hendrix? What's your passive insight?
20.
14.
Okay, that's not bad for.
Insight. You said insight. Yeah, it's. Yeah. I was thinking investigation. No, 14 insight.
Okay. All right. You will notice one of the gladiators, Vander, will he squints a little bit as he sees this dragon appear, and then like kind of tries to calm himself visibly as you guys are there.
I'll clock that. Definitely clock that, and a mental note of it. Definitely. We'll address that afterwards. Which one was it you say?
Vander is one of the three. Yeah, there's Thundrick, Yasmin, and Vander. And he seems to kind of like have some sort of reaction as he sees this pseudo dragon appear. Kind of get the sense of
Seen it before.
Yeah.
So, Grannis, we figured about going for some lunch later. Got a new friend that might have some answers on questions. Any questions you have about some of the collars situations we're having, and I look out the window at the sun, put my fingers up. In about 2 hours.
All right.
Go.
That sounds good. Yeah. I could probably go with a break. Not everything I can gather without being able to actually see these creatures, but since I know that the seeming spell is up, I did not want to dispel and remove your obfuscation.
Appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, there are wanted photos. I believe Lucius has just gone to meet one of his contacts and then should be heading back, hopefully, and then we can look at dropping that seeming spell.
All right. Sounds good.
I've got nothing else.
All right. Cool. You guys are just hanging out here until time to go to
We'll
lunch,
hang out.
air quotes. Yeah.
General conversation. I will talk to Vander at some point when he's not being inspected by Sigranus.
All right. Let's go to the other two for a moment and see what they are up to. So out in the city in the Garden Ward, we have Lucius and Andy roaming around. And then we'll probably do a break after this section, and we'll come back to the Vander and whatever else is going on.
Okay. Lucius, you know where you're going?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the same area that I talked to them last time, where they were all like gathered by the tree and stuff.
Yeah, no problem. You're able to find them located like they were in this like Central Park region, and you'll see the similar was a was it half orc?
Yeah,
it was a half elf, and then there was a Goliath or something.
That's right. There's a Goliath that was was kind of like their leader in that spot, and yeah, you'll spot him. And a couple of guards kind of like hanging out, a couple of his guards anyways, hanging out within this Central Park area. And they kind of clock you and nod at you as you kind of begin to approach. He has your spear kind of like in one hand.
I figure that I'm seeming at the moment, so I don't look like I usually do.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they'll you'll spot them more than like they definitely clock you as in like they'll see that there's people in their area, but obviously because you don't look like you, which I gotta remember, they won't like nod to you or summon you over, but they definitely spot you coming.
Yeah. I think what Lucius is gonna do kind of like the same thing he did last time, where he the person was hanging out by the fence, and he kind of put his hands in the fence and was talking without looking at him. And obviously, it's gonna be Lucius' voice, so he's just gonna be like, "Hey, how to disguise myself, but we need to talk real quick."
Okay. Yeah, you get him. It'll kind of nod, stand nearby. What's going on?
Fortunately to say, some things happen, and it seems like things are advancing. I did promise I'm gonna pay you guys, and I still am, but I'm hoping that for now, what you can get for the spear is enough until the rest of our people show up, and that's where the rest of your payment will be. But things are about to advance extremely quickly.
All right. Yeah, I mean, luckily the spear's worth a good amount. That's a good deposit, anyways. What's the game plan then?
I forget where we're meeting at, but I'll just let him know the whole plan so that way he knows.
Okay. Yeah.
Except for, like, I'm going to tell him that when I tell him we're teleporting in there and other shit, it's just what they need to do.
Yeah, just get to the glade and to be there for midnight. Bring as many of your people as once and make sure that they're all armed. And to be quiet whilst they do that.
So by the glade that you're talking about, you mean the Central Park area, or where's your
the place that the collared lady wanted us to go to for midnight?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, somewhere in the castle ward, not too far from the castle itself. Right. There's like a smaller park sort of thing,
Sure.
More exclusive, that would have been where she kind of directed you guys towards.
Cool. Then Lucius.
Yeah, I'll look at them. That works.
Yeah, I'll gather up. I've got 18 men right now that will be available.
That's fine. Don't forget the ambush spots that I wrote in the journal. That you guys will see the signs that I wrote. That way, if anything happens, you guys can ambush guards and not getting anybody of yours killed.
All right. Are we? We're working on the ambush tonight, or something else?
Well, I mean, we're doing the thing tonight, so if anything happens and you're getting outnumbered, just run to those spots and do what you gotta do.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. We'll be there.
All right. And he'll just like turn around and keep walking.
I'll stay with him.
Cool.
I'm gonna, as that conversation's going on, I am keeping an eye out for anyone who's having covert eyes on us, just to see if there are any guards watching us doing these things, and get a sense from these people whether or not they are still on the level, still true to us, or whether they have now seen our wanted posters and are thinking to themselves, "Ooh, I can make a nice easy penny by just dropping them in it."
Okay. Give me a perception check, I suppose.
Okay.
I actually meant to ask too that when he said all right about helping us, if I can do an insight check on him.
On a perception
I don't know if it's too late or not.
No, yeah, totally. That's fine.
I see nothing. I got a 5. I see nothing. I know nothing.
22.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like he's still on board for it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Cool. I was making sure because Lucius was ready to take some action if they weren't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get you. Yeah.
Then we'll just walk away from this park and these people, and we'll make our way back to the warehouse. Yeah.
All right. You guys are on your way back to the warehouse, having done this. Probably didn't take you super long to get there and do this, so you'll arrive, I mean, obviously after the other two, but not astronomically after the other two. And I think that's a good spot for us to take a short break, with our party having kind of split up momentarily. They're heading back together. Hendrix pulling Vander aside at some point to talk to Vander, and I think that's where we will return in 15 minutes. Thank you, everyone who's joining us. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out here. All the links and stuff below. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see you in about 15. We appreciate you all. The chat has been active, and it's pretty cool to have you guys there. So, bye.
Bye.
If you are enjoying our content, please consider supporting us through Patreon. Patrons get access to videos early, as well as digital content easily imported into your own game or campaign. Every bit of support helps us grow as a channel. Do you enjoy watching a live game? Do you have Amazon Prime? Please consider subscribing using your Prime sub on twitch.tv/thexpguild. This is a free and easy way to support the channel. Finally, if you do enjoy this content and know others who might, tell your friends and family about the XP Guild. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us for yet another XP Guild show. If you are enjoying this, please do us a favor, click like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when our next show goes live. Feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys, hear your thoughts on the show, or anything else you want to talk about. I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you to our friends over at Hero Forge, a Sky Castle LLC product. We are not sponsored by them, but if you're looking for great custom miniatures, check out HeroForge.com. They've been so kind to let us use their art, as many of the miniatures and artwork that we use come from their website with their permission. However, they have not reviewed our content, and so what we do does not necessarily represent their views or beliefs. Again, thank you to Hero Forge.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, let's get back to the show. It's kind of smart. Welcome back, everyone. Oh, you tell me later. Welcome back, everyone. Here we are, back to the Shattered Lands. Producer David was like, talk, but a little bit late. Here we are. When we left off, the party had gone two separate ways. One, to gather up their street gang, their thugs, and get them to come meet them at the allotted time. The other went to the warehouse to talk to Sagranis, just kind of get a sense, during which it was clocked that one of them, the gladiator by the name of Vander, kind of recognized the pseudo-dragon that appeared on Hendrix's shoulder. So there we are. We are going to return back to the warehouse, back with Hendrix and Gravtar. As Hendrix has noticed Vander kind of recognizing the pseudo-dragon, Sagranis is currently inspecting Thondrix's collar. What would you like to do, Hendrix?
I would like to put the pseudo dragon and Daisy down on a crate or something. Just obviously, I don't want to bring the pseudo over as I question Vander, so I just want to put them to the side, and I'll just call Vander over. Vander, may I have a word with you quickly?
Yeah. So Vander will kind of like wander over. Yeah. What's going on?
There's no point being coy. I noticed the look once as I just behind the dragon showed itself. Where have you seen that before?
The dragon? Oh, the pseudo dragon. I was just surprised to see a pseudo dragon.
That's
really.
Not the impression I got. Can I do some sort of insight check?
Oh, yeah.
It's lying to your face.
Feel free.
22.
Okay. He's tough to read for sure. He's recovered well. So though you aren't necessarily detecting a lie from him, you still have that initial inclination that there was something more to things.
Vander, I know we've only just met, and obviously you're not sure if you can trust us. But this goes both ways. If you're hiding something from us, there's only it might stop us from protecting you.
And
that's the main reason we are all here.
Kind of nod, standing close by, and as such, you feel him. Strangely enough, like you feel a hand on your sword, and you see that he's kind of reached over, but very subtle as he's like standing there, and he's like about to try to pull your sword out of your hilt.
Oh, I 100% step back as I clock it.
Mhm.
Put my hand on my sword. Vander, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry. Very nice blade you've got there. Was curious to see what it was like. Should have asked. My fault.
I'm not having good vibes from him now. I probably to take a good look up and down at him again. Like, you've changed the subject. You've reached for my weapon. Anybody else in any other situation wouldn't be looking me in the eyes anymore. Have I made a mistake trusting you? I want to see what he says, and there will be an insight straight away off.
Yeah. Gravatar, what are you doing during this kind of interaction?
Do I hear it? Do I see what's going on?
I mean, I'm assuming you were there, unless you wandered away from Hendrix.
No,
I'm
not
assuming you're.
really. I didn't know if Hendrix and Vander.
I pulled him away from Sagranus, but I wasn't being secretive.
So that last transaction had my spidey senses tingling,
Mm-hmm.
and I activate divine sense.
Okay. Divine sense does which again?
As an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your turn. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. I am trying to detect fiendish intent and all that other fun stuff. So,
Okay. You do not detect any fiends.
I walk up. So, has this lady hurt you in a special kind of way?
What lady? Just looking at you, dead eye. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Said you saw a pseudo dragon. You know of this pseudo dragon?
Never really seen one up close. Heard about him.
Really? Let me go fetch it. As I go fetch the dragon, it's telepathic, but only on feeling. I'll be like, have you seen this man before? In my mind. See if the dragon can identify it. Hey.
There's a sense of confusion, then a sense of like the sense that there's a spell,
Mm.
and so it is basically like I can't get I don't can't recognize him. He is under a spell.
Oh, of course, he's got seeming on him. Yeah.
was the sense
I'm like,
that you get from the dragon. He's like, I don't know.
Okay. Something might have to wait till mission's back. Okay, well, I still bring the dragon closer, thinking this was going to work, and then completely forgot that they were all only seeming. How is he when the dragon is closer?
Roll me insight. Should be getting easier as my rolls have been horrible.
21.
Okay. You definitely see like he is attempting to look as if nothing is the matter, that he's not disturbed or he's not on his guard at the moment, not trying to pretend like he doesn't recognize the dragon.
I will play it off. Huh. Yeah, just a pseudo dragon. Surprised they're quite common from. And I'll let it return back in the corner. I'll start talking to him, different sort of conversation while waiting for the rest to return. So what's your plans for after this, Vander? Obviously, you don't plan to be collared forever.
I mean, you're the ones who told me what it all was about, right? I mean, I'd rather just have it off and move on, but what you guys tell me is I'm not allowed to take it off yet.
But you do want it off.
Why wouldn't I?
No, of course. Well, I don't know. You may have come accustomed to it. A man who wears a hat for a long time struggles to take it off.
Suppose. I mean, I like the defensive abilities it gave me, but knowing what it could do to me, that part's pretty scary, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't remember mentioning that it would do anything to you, though.
No? You
No,
didn't? Oh,
no, just that it meant that you belong to somebody.
that's a shame. Let's roll initiative. He will reach for his... You guys can roll initiative too. You're not currently there yet, but please do give me a initiative.
All right.
And that way, because you were on your way back, and like I said, you weren't far away, but you are probably a little away. So we will
All right.
we'll let you get there.
Thank you, GM.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, finally a good goddamn initiative roll.
What is it? Because it doesn't auto-populate on this.
25.
25. That's
Yeah.
sexy. Lucius.
Roll. Yeah, I was quite chuffed.
For once in the entire thing,
18.
Pios doesn't
And
get
are
to
you
go first.
still... Did you not do a long rest, Lucius, on
Oh,
your character?
I want to push that button.
I must forgot. I'll do that real quick. I just
Yeah, I was
noticed how
gonna
they
say.
tell.
I was like, you are flashing red on my screen over here. And I'm like, I thought you guys got a long rest in before I spring this on you.
Sleepless night. Kept on seeing flashes of light behind his eyelids, kept waking him up.
Right? All right. Hendrix, you see him reach for his own blade and like start to pull it out. And as he starts to pull it out, you are able to react. So you go first. Should have added Sigranis in here.
Okay, I match his energy and I draw my blade, attacking, but adding a trip maneuver. My plan is to knock him down prone, and obviously keep him on the ground. Because it's me, booming blade, for a 24 to hit.
24 will, let me just double check. I know it will hit, but I wanted to see if there was abilities. I was adding in Sigranis's initiative really quickly. Because I didn't think about that. All right. 24. Does he have an ability to do anything about that? I don't think so. No, that's fine. Yeah, 24 will hit.
I know I'm going to do quite a bit of damage, but can I say it's non-lethal? Like the plan is to maybe just maim, maybe I don't mind cutting a leg off, but not kill.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, cool. So that's 24 damage just on the blade alone, including the sneak from duel. Another 8 thunder from booming, and then he has to make I believe it's a strength against my. Where are you? Features. Trip attack. Strength DC 17 or full prone.
Yeah, sadly, he will fall prone. Strength is apparently not his strong suit.
And because it's a maneuver, it gets another D8, so another 1 point of damage. But
okay. Cool.
As he's on the floor, I will point my sword at him, taking 5 feet back, and just vocalizing to the people in the room. Vander isn't himself. I don't think he ever was.
He is not a demon. Or at least I couldn't detect one.
Well, he knows more than what he's letting on, and then that's like 6 seconds.
All right. Yeah, Sagranis will kind of scoot back from the other two, a little like wary of what may or may not be with them, and he is going to take a moment to cast Mage Armor on himself.
Wait, he's doing what now? Oh, the Sagranis.
Sagranis is casting.
I was just checking. I was like, the Gladiator just did fucking what now?
Oh, no. Cool. So yeah, that will be his action, and then we're going to go to this guy. And did you? So you're still right there. He is going to stand up.
Oh, sorry, I did take 5 feet back, but I didn't actually move anything on the map.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's like probably moved. All right. Yeah, he's gonna stand up, and he's going to. He had his hand on his sword. He sees you kind of step away, and he smiles, and he just grabs a dagger that he's got, and he's got like several of these daggers attached to him, and he's going to start to throw the daggers at you. Jeez, these rolls, man. Okay, 29, I think will hit, right?
Oh my days!
So that will be 8 points of piercing damage from that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go. Jeez. So he throws 3 daggers in quick succession at you. Sadly, does not hit 2 of them. So only one of them hit you. And let's see. Okay. Yeah, that would be about his turn. So he's not going to move from there. But it'll be Gravitar's turn.
All right. Gravitar looks at him and says, "Upon the granite grove, I vow to put you down." And I use Channel Divinity, Vow of Enmity. As a bonus action, you can utter a Vow of Enmity against a creature you can see within 10 feet of you using your Channel Divinity. You gain advantage on attack rolls against the creature for 1 minute, or until the thing drops to 0 or falls unconscious. And
Okay.
with my attack, I swing at him with my battle axe.
Okay.
Aim for the legs.
Nat 20 for 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And I was swinging with two hands. So for a total of 16 points of damage. My brain secretly wanted to scroll down to find sneak attack. But I do not have that as a character.
Nope. Not on this one.
No. Okay, and that is my attack.
All right. Lucius and Randy are both on their way. Hendrix, actually, could I get a D4 roll from Lucius or Randy? You guys choose who. Just tell me the result while Hendrix goes. So you stepped up, right, Gravtar, to fight this guy?
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't have a
3.
10-foot reach.
No.
Okay.
No, I do
Cool.
not.
It's
have
a terrible
10-foot reach.
roll. Why couldn't you
That
roll
is-
a 1?
The one
3
would have been
rounds?
better.
Sorry.
Oh my god, they're gonna die. It's all your fault, Lucius.
We'll see. You guys deal lots of damage.
Sorry, Shab.
It's such an overreaction to you throwing a 3.
Right? Come on. Sorry. Billy, it's you're hard to hear. over the
Seeing that
cannonball.
Gravatar has got into melee, there's at which point me trying to boom and blade. He's not going to be running away. To grapple, that's an attack, right? Like in combat.
Yeah, it would be one of your attack actions. Question on Booming Blade: does it end at the start of your turn or at the end of your turn?
Booming blade spell and if the target willingly moves 5 feet or more before then on hit, doesn't let me open the full thing. Creature under pressure on hit suffers the weapon attack and normal effects shooting energy until the start of your next turn. So it's over now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So-
I will come in. I'm going to do exactly what I did last time. Attack, trip. I won't do Booming Blade this time, but I will attack.
Okay.
For a 14, that will probably miss.
14 will miss. Yeah.
Action surge, and then attempt to grapple.
Okay. Go ahead and make your athletics check versus his acrobatics.
I got a natural 1 for a 4.
All right. His 17 will resist. He darts and dodges out of the way of your attack. Is that your turn?
I just realised I would have got advantage on the attack, but it's gone now. So yeah, end of my turn.
I mean, if you want to make another attack, since you had just straight roll, since you had already had the
Then that would have been a 28 to hit.
28 will hit.
Then I would have done a trip attack, so athletics, strength 17, didn't I say?
Yeah, I think that's what you said, and I will. This time he dodges your trip attack. He's able to like step out of the way, avoiding the damage or the prone effect
Trip
or whatever
part,
it does. Yeah, the trip part of the trip attack. Yeah.
Okay, then I end up doing 28 more damage to him, to his legs. I'm full on just trying to slash his ankles at the moment. Achilles heels. You can't run if you can't walk.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and then I would have action surge, failed that. So end of my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you're going to use 3 legendary actions. First of which, two of them will be to
Sorry, what?
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I must have misheard you. It sounded, it sounded like you said three legendary actions.
Yeah, let's just use them. No, we'll use 2 here to actually cast Fairy Fire. So I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. He's hitting everybody in the room, including himself.
We're out of that space.
Yeah, not obviously not you guys.
Look,
but
Lucius, a butterfly. Isn't life peaceful?
19 on the
Don't eat it.
19. Okay, that will save. Gravtar,
15.
15. You will fail. Sigranus, will pass. Holy hell! I was not expecting that. On the nose, he hit a 17. We got. So we've got Gravtar here will be man, this thing gets too small. So let's see. What is a good fairy fire thing? I don't know if it matters. We're gonna do the cursed symbol on you, because that way I can keep it up. Cursed symbol. All right, so that was after your turn. So now back to the initiative order. Sigranus will go. It will spot all this. He is going to attempt to cast. He's gonna pull punches right now. So he's gonna make cast a spell. Let's see if it gets through the defenses. I know, great. Here, it is this, and sadly, that cantrip fails as he tries to cast Mind Sliver.
This motherfucker's using my lines.
He liked it. Okay, Randy, and then we're getting closer. He is going to
spit it out. Spit out the butterfly.
After
Jesus, Lucius.
Granus's turn, he is going to use his 3rd legendary action to move without provoking an attack of opportunity to slip behind Gravtar. And now he's going to make his attack with advantage.
Due to my cloak, opponents attacking me has disadvantage.
Okay, so a flat roll then.
Yep.
Okay, 17.
Misses.
Okay. Let's see if any of these get through. A 19.
Hits. You need an 18 to hit me.
Okay, so at that, it will dissipate your thing until the start of the next round, right? So the 3rd attack will come in at advantage. Assuming a 31 hits.
Yeah, ever so slightly.
All right. So the first one will do 16 points of damage. The second one will do
31. Was that a crit?
30 points of damage. Just a straight.
Meaning he's got at least a plus 12.
Got a decent plus.
Yeah, just a little.
3 attacks, one of which did 30 points of damage. Okay.
Would have took Pios out.
Yeah.
But Gravtar, it is your turn.
It is my turn. I swing around and attack with my battle axe.
Okay.
Both hands.
So that's been 2 rounds, guys. So next round, you guys will be coming in the door.
Okay.
Does 19 hit?
19 will miss.
Okay.
He's able to dart out of the way. He's very nimble and agile.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to use a thing.
Remember, you got advantage on it.
I have.
Did you roll with advantage?
I did roll advantage.
Oh.
Yeah. My other one was lower than that. So I am going to use as a. Let's see here. I'm going to use my Balm of the Summer Court on myself.
Okay.
As a bonus action, by spinning dice from a dice pool, I can restore hit points. So I'm going to do that for myself. So
Okay. At the end of your turn,
trying to figure out how much I get. It's D6. I mean, that's it I can do. So
okay, yeah. At the end of your turn, he's going to use 2 legendary actions to attack you for 30 points of damage.
Stay alive.
let me roll the.
Yeah. Roll your healing and then subtract the 30 from that.
Yep.
Hendrix, you will be up. You see him like nimbly move around behind Gravtar, stab him. Gravtar's like protective field dissipates. Oh wait, that would have been back up actually. So I couldn't have done 30 points of damage to you because he wouldn't have advantage. That would be a flat roll. So what was my first roll? Was it a 20? It was a 20. I just flat rolled it. But so you would just take 10 points of damage from that attack. But your shimmering field dissipates again. Hendrix, you're back up.
Realizing this is a little bit more serious than I thought it was, and seeing my new. Oh, who just flew across the screen?
Sorry, I was moving Lucius and Randy towards the door.
We hope.
Yeah. I will, using Gravatar as a blind spot, almost dodge left, right, running round him, or at least to the side of him, and attacking again, booming blade. Can you call body parts and the AC goes up and we can try and maim, or is that just a homebrew rule I played in another game?
I mean, it's kind of a homebrew rule.
Okay, then don't worry. We won't.
Yeah.
I booming blade to attack, and I do not hit.
Okay. Yeah, he is now like fully aware of your capabilities and was kind of ready for your attacks on this one, and kind of like left it. All right. Lucius and Randy, you guys have no idea what is going on inside. However, probably as you approach it, why don't you both give me perception checks as you're approaching the door to your warehouse, thinking nothing's wrong.
Something's up. 21.
Yep. You would
20.
both actually hear the faint sound of like fighting, and you're well versed in what that sound is, but over the evening streets and everything, you can hear inside your warehouse there seems to be some sort of fight going on. Lucius, you are first to act out of the two of you.
All right, I think it looks at Randall and goes like, "What the hell?"
Can't leave him there for a second.
And let me see if I can reach this person. Apparently not unless I dash. Shit. I guess I'm gonna use the power from the sword. So let me see. I'm gonna use emulation on him, so he's gotta make a Dex 17. I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna pass it though.
See, my rolls have been all
legendary shit.
over the place. He normally would fail, but I'll go ahead and use a legendary resistance to succeed.
Does he still take half or not?
He will not because he has evasion.
Okay, so I'm not gonna bother rolling it then.
Yeah, no point. Sorry.
That's
but at least you burned that legendary resistance.
And can I tell if any of them two look messed up?
Gravtar looks like he's taken a decent amount of damage. But everyone seems to be pretty healthy, all in all.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my way in. So let me do this. Leave like here, and that's gonna be my turn.
Okay.
Actually, I'll activate my shield failing since I get the 3 extra armor, and anybody who's next to me they get 2 or 3 depending if they have a shield.
Yep. At the end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action.
That's not how many you got.
Well, legendary actions refresh at the start of every of his turns, so he
Yeah.
gets 3 every essentially rounds. There are ways to try to balance like a one-on-one counter.
Yeah, no, I get you.
So he's going to slip over towards Sagranis here at the end of his movement. Sagranis is now up. Seeing this guy now up against him, he will.
Just playing
Shit,
with
I just realized something. He
Yeah.
walked right by this guy, by Gravitar. I got Polar Master. I should have been able to hit him.
I mean, he doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity.
Oh, okay. Then never mind that then.
Let's go through that one more time, because that sentence does bear repeating. The what? Okay, carry on. It's fine.
Okay.
Kill this guy.
Sagranis is going to Misty Steps away from this guy.
Yeah.
And then he is going to he's going to attempt to make him make a wisdom saving throw.
Delicious would like yell, "Shut him!"
It fails in the wisdom's he succeeds the wisdom saving throw, so Sagranis' spell has no effect. Randy, you are up.
Guys, I just saw this most beautiful little butterfly, and I can't believe Lucius came in here and oh my god, what's happening?
He's awake, the collar.
Are the other two reacting in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, I haven't really been having them do much just because I figured there's enough combatants, but they are definitely they're unsure of exactly what's going on. They saw their friends start attacking people, and they seem to have this duality of we don't want to fight our friend, but
Right.
they're trying to stay away from as much as they can.
Okay.
That's kind of, we'll play it that way.
I will look at the guy and be like, what's going on? Can I get from him a sorry, can I please get from him a intelligence saving throw?
Okay. Let's see what he rolls. That would be a 21.
Okay.
That was
Well-
a good roll on my part. Not that he's got that was a good roll.
That's fine. I will. So that does no damage. Does nothing as I try a mind sliver. As a bonus action.
Sagranis tried that.
As a bonus action, can I now try and do mind sliver with the quicken and do it again?
Sure.
Okay. I will try that
Intelligence
again.
saving throw.
Please.
17.
Son of a bitch. I'll go. This guy's smarter than everyone in the room. Sagranis, that's you included. And I'm going to run the fuck away. 5, 10, 15. I'm good over short distances, apparently. And that's my turn.
All right. At the end
Oh
of your
yeah, you
turn-
could drop this seeming now. We could actually see him.
That would help.
At the end of your turn, he will just use his legendary action to move over towards Graftar again. And he is going to, on his turn now, make his attacks.
They're working
okay.
together. Look, they're
But
back.
he
Oh no,
likes
no,
you
he's
so
stabbing them.
much.
He's the only one that the fairy fire took effect on, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, is he all lit up right now with like
Yeah, he
green
looks like
spectral
an
energy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a advantage target with.
Yep. I'm nice and pretty.
So party.
It's a bad roll. Let's see.
I mean, at least one of them gets,
Straight roll.
nulled. But
Well, no, because he hit you after your turn. So.
oh yeah. There you go.
You guys see as he comes up with his first stabs into Gravtar, and you see Gravtar drop to the ground. I'm assuming that.
Is it a critical? Is it a critical? Because I have a thing against criticals.
Oh yeah, if you got a thing against criticals, this would be
Oh,
a good time.
Fuck yes.
Then
Where
you'll
is
only
my-
take 39 points of damage if you can. not
actually,
take
hold
a
on.
critical hit.
Let me read this little thingy. Where is
Yeah.
my little thingy at? Oh my god! It
Oh,
was
that's
here. I was
right. It's your armor, isn't it? Because I gave you that.
I think maybe
Adamantine?
No, it's No, it's a spell. It's a special ability spell thing I got going on.
Oh, okay.
It's from the Nice Happy books. There
Oh,
it is.
okay.
Avoid grievous injury.
Injuries.
There it is.
Yeah.
You cast a spell when a foe strikes you with a critical hit, but before damage dice are rolled, of course. The critical hit against you becomes a normal hit. It's a reaction that I can take
Okay.
with that spell.
Cool. So you only take 39 points of damage then.
29.
39. Yep.
I have
39
one hit point left, people.
for his second attack.
I'm gone.
That is another natural 20. So you'll drop to 0, falling to the ground. All right.
Nothing at 20.
He's going to. Getting advantage that helps, but
Yeah, sure.
he'll finish off his movement to step up to Hendrix, and he is going to.
Can I use my reaction?
If you got a reaction, unless you
I
attack.
have an
and comes
maneuver
in.
called Brace, which works
Okay.
very similar to Sentinel. When they come into my field, I can make an opportunity attack.
Okay.
So when he comes at me, I will swing my weapon and miss. Go for it.
Okay. He will hit you, dealing only 13 points of piercing damage as he comes in. And that will be Gravtar. Go ahead and give me one of them rolls.
Nat 20. Do it. I believe in you.
See, it was just a regular roll, right? D20. I haven't rolled this in a long time.
There's a way to click and do the death saves right on
is
your
there?
character sheet.
Okay.
But that's okay. We can use that roll. Just mark it on your character sheet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, maybe we're.
Don't tell people where you're at.
No. I'm just
It's no
seeing
fun.
seeing where I am.
No!
Hendrix.
Not a fan of that. All right.
I am. I like it.
No, I'm a fan of that, but I'm not a fan of that. Okay.
I haven't dropped you guys to 0 enough, but yeah.
Yeah, I attack.
Private
Seeming
Randy.
blade. I need to hit him. I need to try and get this concentration to drop. I still miss because I rolled a 6. Damn. Last 3 rolls has been a 4, a 4, and a 6 for
You
him.
need to roll better. Get some new dice.
The start of my combat was that just rolling like crap. And it's like, okay, now we're getting there.
That was my action. I have no bonus actions I can use really, except other stuff that'd be pointless. I'll second wind. I've got it. I might as well use it for 11 HP back.
Okay, sounds good. Lucius, you're up. You see him assault your new party member, Gravtar. You see him crumple and fall to the ground. What would you like to do?
Crumble.
I'm gonna do like a wave, and you're gonna see this light go up, and then he's gonna say "Arise," and I'll use healing word on Rabbiter.
Cool. There you go.
Okay, so let's see here.
That is 7 HP. And then I'm gonna go up to this guy and start stabbing with my spear.
Okay.
Oh, you're standing
I
next to
just
me.
I just sort of tell him like, you don't fuck with my friends, and I'll try to turn him into a shish kebab. Let's see. First one is a dirty 20,
That will miss.
and the other one is 30.
30 will hit. Yeah, that one will hit for sure.
Alright, that's 11 damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn. And the other two that are next to me, they get a +2 to their armor. Unless they have a shield, and that's +3.
Okay.
I got a
Um,
shield.
The end of your turn, he is going to use the legendary action to come say hi to Randy.
And I couldn't hit him, right?
No, he does not provoke attacks of opportunity using that. Yeah.
The legendary action makes him move without attack opportunities and attack. So
Yeah.
The rat
Yeah.
bastard.
Cool. And then Sagranus is going to kind of snarl at this guy and try to figure out what spell he wants to use. What is this? He's going to wave his hand, and a sphere of energy is going to form, and you see this crackling lightning come out in this spherical motion and come towards him, which this guy will be able to kind of dodge out of the way, and the energy hits against the back wall, dissipating. Sagranus rolled like crap to hit. At the end of Sagranus's turn, he's going to use the legendary action to attempt to stab Randy. 18, Randy?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 15 points of damage.
Oh, got off lightly here, boys.
Mm-hmm.
He is not as gnarly if he is not getting other bonuses, which he doesn't. So it's your turn.
Oh, okay. He's got all that sneak attack from the advantage.
Yeah. That's why he was like, "Oh, I'm going to go after Gravitar," because
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Then I guess what I'm gonna do is bonus action healing word on Gravitar. I'll do that first level for a total of 7 points of health as I go, wake up, you fucking freak in nature. We need you. And
I
then
am awake.
good. All right. That was quick. And
Just
then
a
I will
little
look at
slow.
this
Healed
guy
him.
who's just stabbed me and won't like that. Not a fan of being stabbed. And he may regret doing that to me. I would like him to give me. This is going to be dodge, but I'm going to try it anyway. Can I get a Constitution saving throw from him, please?
Constitution saving throw. Yeah, let's roll that. I think he fails. That's a 13.
He does fail. As I look at him and I go, ugh, and let's go, ugh. I bring forward the bandor and I strum and I go, get up on is, bitch. And he's going to start to float up as I cast levitate on him.
Okay.
And that'll bring him up to 20 feet.
Okay.
So he is pressed up against the ceiling, hopefully. And I will move the fuck away. As I am looking at him going, you're going to stay there and have a chat. You're all right, mate. As I come by Gravitar. And that is my turn. Made me use a spell slot, you son of a bitch. Actually, no, you didn't. Does that count as a spell slot using it from the bandor? Don't know if it does. Oh, no. No, it comes from the charges from the bandor, not from my spell slots. That's cool. Bonuses.
All right. So he is up, like on the roof, up there, and he will. All of a sudden, there will be a. What is this? 15-foot radius. Need a sphere. A sphere around him.
Don't know.
I have
Roughly.
one question for our party.
Yeah.
Why aren't we all standing in a nice, nifty line?
So far, he has not shown any.
Well, I'm giving armor to two of you, extra armor. So
I thought I had just fallen back because I didn't even think about it, man. This guy's up there. We're fine.
He's up on the ceiling, and a bubble, a 15-foot round bubble of darkness, appears around him as he is up there on the roof. Gravtar, it is your turn.
All right. So that changes some stuff here. I think I'm gonna try to use. Okay, let's see if this is right. Okay. Spells, lovely.
Spells.
Yeah. No, not that one.
You
that
made
one?
this bed.
Okay, it's that one. Okay.
On that one.
That one.
Yes, I'm hoping that one. Let's see here. Do I want to cast it? Yeah, I'm going to cast it. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level. I am casting within that 20 feet. I'm casting it on the entire thing because it is 20 feet, right?
I mean, it's a 30-foot
30-foot
bubble of darkness. Essentially,
Okay.
it's 15 feet radius.
Okay. Mine is let's see here. I am choose a point you can see on the ground. Fuck. Okay, never mind.
That I can sigh, bastard.
Yep. Okay.
Sea and ground both were bad words in that, that sentence.
Yeah. Okay. No, I guess I'm gonna just randomly.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can make an attack roll at disadvantage.
It's a
Guessing what it
disadvantage.
is.
Well, oh yeah,
It'd be
well,
a disadvantage.
okay. So I do have. I got my special channel divinity thing that lasts up for a minute, so that's just a straight roll. So
Yep.
I am going to go ahead and use Oh, fuck you. I had another spell. I had another thought in the spell, but it's like, I gotta see it. So instead, I'm going to use, where's that lovely new spell at? Yeah, I'm going to cast it at 2nd level because that's on the minimum level I can do. I am scooping up let's see here, you draw the power, gaining the surge that allows you to take the action. Yep, okay. I am picking up a rock.
What is it with you and rocks?
I was gonna say that. You know what I mean?
This whole character's a rock, like.
Yeah, that's
worry.
You'll see Gravtar reach down, pick up a rock, muttering something, as suddenly his rock-like features start to like beef up, and I'm casting Boulder Toss at 2nd level, which means my strength is considered a 19, and I can hurtle rocks at a range of 60 to 200 feet away. That deals 2d10 points of bludgeoning damage. If the target is a creature, it must make a strength check against your spell CDC. Okay, so I don't have to roll. So the target is it must succeed on a strength check against your spell save DC or be knocked prone. Oh, that part is got to make.
Yeah, you have to hit first. Then if you hit.
Okay. So straight roll. Here we go.
Yeah.
Damn it! I know it misses. So 19.
Yeah, you hear it smash against the roof, and like you hear
We'll
cracks.
never get the deposit back.
Yeah, right. Hear cracks on the roof. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Yes, I am using my ability to heal myself.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna just lay on hands, just touch myself.
Oh, whoa there, Tiger. This is a
Touch
public stream.
myself. Yeah, that's the thing we're concerned about at this point. Of all the things I've said in this stream, we're concerned about him saying, I touch myself. We
I'm
literally
gonna-
just had him said, this dwarf likes to get tossed, and we're fine.
Well, that's on brand.
That's You don't expect the paladin to be horny. That's the thing.
Out of the darkness, 2 daggers come flying at Gravtar,
Yeah.
one of which does hit. So 10 points of damage.
He gets 2 extra armor and 3 if he has a shield.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
One of them does hit.
There you
So
go.
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, 27 was the target number on that
Yeah,
one, so
I
I'm
am-
pretty sure that hit.
I'm glad I healed myself.
Even with
You shouldn't
both.
have Fairy Fire on you though, because they're both concentration spells, so you should be free of one of them now.
Yeah. Yep. That's true. Fairy Fire is off of them. But I did not roll with advantage because of Gravtar's thing anyways, so he would end up getting advantage anyways because
Because of darkness.
Because of the darkness. But now the advantage has or the disadvantage thing will drop until the start of his Gravtar's next turn. Hendrix, you're up.
Look at the rest of my party and just shout, "Get rid of the darkness!" as I fly up into it, swinging my sword.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Got
at
boots of
disadvantage.
flying.
Yeah,
disadvantage.
hell yeah. It's the way to go.
Roll with disadvantage for a.
Regular attack or booming blade attack or
It's going to be a booming, but for a 14.
Yeah.
I miss, but
Yeah.
I've attacked, so I have fancy feet, so I don't get opportunities on the way out. So I
Yeah.
literally fly straight through the circle and come out the other side.
sounds good.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
He's not in the bottom half.
He's not there. I know where he's not. Lucius, you are up.
Oh boy, so he's in darkness. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I can't see, but I'm gonna try to hit him anyway. So I'm gonna cast Elder's Blast.
Okay.
I get 3 of them, and that's a disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so first one is
That will hit.
You believe?
Let's see what the
Does he
next.
do a con save in between the beams or at the end?
Okay, the next one is 14, so I don't think that does anything.
Yeah, that's a good point. Lucius, why don't you roll your damage
Okay.
to see what his con save target would be? Because that would.
Damage. Really? Damn, it was only 12 damage.
Okay. He will pass his first con save.
Okay, let me do the last beam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 13 that
Yeah.
Yeah. So sadly, that is it for me.
Sigoranus, what do you want to do? He's in the air. And really have him fully ready for fights. We're going to do. Not much. We're going to attempt another saving throw. Which he will pass once more. Sigoranus kind of curses. Spent so much energy earlier. And then he's gonna kind of just move out of the way.
That's the reason.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Randy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna This is tough. He's up in the air right now, 20 foot high, in the darkness. Okay, but he's in the darkness. However, that doesn't mean that he doesn't have to start glowing real bright. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from him, please?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw
20.
a 20.
20.
Okay, I'm gonna put a bit of silvery barbs on that. Can I get a reaction as he goes? Redo that, please.
25.
Motherfucker. Okay. Actually, no, I
Dex
can't.
is kind of his thing.
I can't even do that anyway. I'm so sorry because I was doing a spell already, so I can't even do a reaction anyway.
I mean, you could do a reaction, but Silvery Barbs is a leveled spell, so you can't.
Yeah, so I can't do that.
Obviously,
Yeah, so sorry about that.
Save your spell slot, but
Yeah, fine.
Sorry.
It's okay. Done a spell. I tried to do just their fairy fire, so that did not work. I will then. Yeah. Is this guy evil? Am I getting a vibe that he's evil?
Actually, he's no, because I detected good or evil.
It's attacking you.
Well, you were going for detecting fiend.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So,
I mean, if I don't know if your spell also your thing also gives you whether they're good or evil, but
Does
you're
it go
talking
against?
about fiend.
Yeah, but I mean, he's obviously looking for aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead when he did his spell. And you're saying it was none of those that he came up as.
Correct.
Okay, that's fine. What I would like to do then.
Yeah, I don't think your thing would have told you if he's good or evil.
Yeah, no. I will do Mind Sliver as a quicken spell.
Okay.
My first quicken. Can I get an intelligence saving throw from him, please?
Let's hope we can. Okay, this one will fail. So give me the damage.
That is 11 points of psychic damage. Concentration would be at a solid 11. Is it 10?
It's
Like
10. Half the damage
10.
or 10.
Yeah, 10.
He will
does get
pass.
minus D4 to
He
it,
will
that's-
pass.
Even with a minus D4.
Okay. However, as a result of that, he now has 1d4 from the next saving throw I make. From the next saving throw he makes.
Which would have been this one.
No, he doesn't take it straight off of the.
Okay, we can wait. I'll let it wait. It doesn't matter to me.
Hold on, because that's
you
a concentration
hit him,
attack.
the damage causes the concentration saving. Oh, is it a concentration check though? It's not a saving throw. You just use your con saving throw ability. Yes, you're correct. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Alrighty.
Rules lawyered, people. Gotta stand firm.
No, please do. I got a lot going on here.
I will then go charging into the darkness. 2, 3, 4. And
you'd actually be underneath because you put him on the roof and it's 15 feet.
Yeah.
So
I'm right underneath him and I've let go of levitate. So he's floating down gently in the darkness.
As is the darkness. It comes with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Now we know it's centered on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aim for the center of the darkness, I guess.
How do I select that? Because he would have to fall down.
He doesn't fall. He slowly comes down.
I know he slowly comes down, but he would slowly come down not on top of your head because,
I mean, I'm kind of hoping that he does, to be fair. I'd like to be regarded as difficult terrain with a view to actually see about tripping him up. He's expecting to land in the darkness on smooth ground, and then about 4 feet from that ground is an uneven moment of a dwarf/halfling.
But he's so far had no issues with the darkness, so
okay.
as he comes down. You, on the other hand, let's see. I need to hit the advantage. Would have been better, but 22 to hit you, Randy.
I will absolutely be hit. Sure.
Okay. That's 14. D8.
Do you say
Am I rolling that? No.
14d8?
No. That's a 14. And then I was like, oh, a D8. I don't know why I was rolling that because he doesn't get, it wasn't a crit. So 14 damage plus 39. So 53 points of damage.
I will definitely throw up a reaction of silvery barbs then, please,
Okay.
to avoid the attack entirely. 'Cause fuck that
23 to hit on that one.
noise. Okay, let's see how much damage this time.
Oh, do I reroll the damage?
I mean, I've reversed time essentially, haven't I? You know what I
Fair
mean?
enough. But I'll give it to you. Why not?
Could be
let's
more.
see.
Yeah, I mean,
It was a little less. It was 34 points of damage.
okay. Plus the 14.
No, I reversed that.
Okay, so
14 as
34 total then.
Yeah.
I'm still standing, my guys. Before I was not.
well. You feel another blade bite into you.
Dude,
for 14 points of damage.
Still standing.
maybe you should have took the Warcaster fee.
Yeah. Well, is that Warcaster thing?
Yeah.
Disagree. Death. Death to thematic death, people.
gonna
That's what
happen?
we're looking for.
A 30 or 29 hits, I'm assuming. So 12 more points of damage.
I'm down.
And nobody knows it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. He's going to move. The darkness will move. Once I figure out how to move it. After him, though, as I move the darkness, will be Gravtar. So you don't know anything about Randy falling.
Yeah.
You do know that he went into the darkness.
Yeah.
You may have heard a shriek. Then you see the darkness kind of advance a little bit closer to you guys.
So my question is, all the hits that I've been receiving,
Yeah.
can I tell if they're magical or not?
You would surmise they have some sort of magical energy bestowed on them. Yes.
Okay, that officially rules out. Wait a minute. Oh, doesn't say. Aha. Okay. So I am casting Blade Ward on myself.
Okay.
As I
So that
extend-
only works for one round.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's if he.
But you can
Yeah.
do that as a bonus action because you are a
Yeah.
Earth Genasi.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. As it says until the end of your next turn, you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt to myself.
Fair enough.
So,
Fair enough.
as I am receiving all of them. So, yeah, and with that, screw it. I'm going to go ahead and cast that spell again, because I do not want to move into the darkness.
Well-
Picking up another stone and just chunking it at him, or attempting.
Okay.
And it's still at disadvantage, but
Disadvantage,
I still have advantage. But I still have advantage. So
Yeah. So straight roll.
come on, 11.
Was that
Okay.
a nat one or was that?
Now it's a 3. It was
Okay.
a whole 3. So
And then I won't see if you hit Randy. That's okay.
okay,
So you chuck it in there. Then
and that is all. I
any
can
movement?
Do. Yeah. I'm gonna move. Let's see here. How does the ruler thingy work? I think I'm gonna back up, like, because I have a feeling I know what's happening. Yeah, let's move to full 30.
Okay.
Roughly about there. I think that's 30. Yeah, that's 30.
Hendrix, does a 23 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just that. Yeah.
So a dagger will fly out of the darkness and It will be 38 points of damage. And
I'll use my reaction to uncanny dodge and half that.
probably a good idea.
Mhm.
So 24 will hit, so you'll take an extra 8 points of damage from the second
Okay.
dagger that comes out.
15 plus that for 19. 19 on the first one, and then how much? 8 on the second one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it's your turn.
Little pissed, I'll shout to the room, we need to get rid of this darkness or we're all done. And I'll do what I did last time and go through the darkness, swinging, aiming for the center of the darkness, knowing that it's focused on him. Not that it makes any difference. Disadvantage, booming blade for a 20 to hit, which is not enough, is it?
20 will not hit, correct.
Cool. As I pass through and end my turn next to Lucius.
Okay. You are next to Lucius, and Lucius, you will be up.
Is he in the ceiling or on the floor?
He's on the floor. Yeah.
Okay.
Randy, you dropped the spell. You saw him drop it as you ran forward, and you saw the globe descend towards the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
Attack him.
All right.
Let's see, 1 second. I know that's at disadvantage.
If you right click, you can make it do disadvantage. Okay. That will miss.
I'm gonna do my favor of the gods. I get to D4. So that's 5 on top of
That will just miss.
that. Jesus, what the fuck is his armor?
It is a
22.
24.
What is it, 24?
24.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try again, but I don't think there's in a hit if that one didn't hit. Yep, definitely not.
You got a big bonus. It's definitely hittable. It's just not going to be easy.
And did I
not
notice? I couldn't see Randall, right?
You have no idea what's up with Randy.
Okay.
Yeah, sadly.
And then
It's quiet.
I'll back up over here.
Probably figure
Yeah.
something's wrong since it's quiet, but since you can't see him, it's pretty much impossible to tell. Alrighty. Sagranis' turn. Sagranis is going to curse, pull out his spell book, flip through it really quickly, and then make gesture, and a wave of energy slams into the darkness, and it disappears as he casts Dispel Magic. Should have thought of that sooner. Sorry. You see Randy laying on the ground behind this guy. And this guy is going to then use
Lying
legendary
down.
action.
Fingers up in a rictus of agony.
All right, he's going to dart out the door. So he's just outside the door at the end of Sagranis' turn. Randy, give me one of them saves.
Sure.
Don't tell nobody.
Oh, okay. No problem. See if you can tell it by the look on my face.
This is where I know, knowing David, he's going to give a happy one if he fails and a sad one if he succeeds, just to mess with people.
I need to actually roll a dice. Oh, yeah. Okay.
You can roll it separately too and click on it, but I think if you click somewhere in there.
Hold on.
Where do you do it?
I did a roll to myself.
Okay, no problem. We'll get that.
It was just to myself. I'll tell you what I got though.
Yeah. I think you can mark it on your character sheet. Yes.
I can, yeah.
Oh yeah. So if you mark it on your character sheet, you'll know.
Cool.
Cool. And on his turn, he is going to start darting out into the city, dashing away. He is now, let's see, his movement is that. And does he get... Yeah. Okay, so he runs another 60 feet away. So he is now darting out into the city. Gravtar, you'd be up.
Okay. Let's see, I got a spell. Damn it.
So essentially, he's 60 feet away from the door. Because my map doesn't extend that far, we'll just kind of leave it at the moment, but we'll know whatever your distance to the door is, add 60 feet to that.
Damn it, I got a spell that increases my movement by 10 feet, but I don't remember what spell it is.
Long Strider.
No, there's another one.
No.
A weird one.
And I don't know.
Zephyr?
Zephyr
No,
Strike?
it's not that one either. Like some kind of earth thingy, Bob. So
Muddy Trainers.
no, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna for now.
Muddy traders. So
I'm
stupid, I
going
love
to use my full movement, 60 feet. And I'm running out the door.
Sorry. It's a very serious moment.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's do this. Can I do this? If I put 60 here, I know how far away he is.
Yeah, I'm right outside the door, basically 5 feet. So that from where I was at, the door is 55 feet. So
Yeah.
and
What's
going on?
see, I think I got a bonus action spell I can use. Oh yeah, I've got my Warcaster thing I can do, which is what does that do? You
It
can
doesn't
use your-
let you do bonus action. They're reactionary.
Oh yeah, no.
things.
Okay, so I do have bonus action spells though.
And yeah, as you figure that out,
Yep.
at the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to move 30 more feet away. Sorry, he is a quick one. Hendrix, you will be up next. Speaking of quick ones.
Who told you? There's not I can do if you say he's 16 now, 90 from the door.
Yeah.
Even if I run, sprinted, dashed, I'm
Yes.
making 90, and I'm 45 from the door, so I'm literally 15 behind him. I'm not going to do a chase down the street for this guy. I'm going to go and make sure Randy isn't dead. Is there a way of me? I have no magic.
You can do a medicine check. Yeah, a medicine check can stabilize. 10 or more will stabilize them.
Medicine. An 11.
All right, so he's stable. So he's still at 0 hit points, but he doesn't have to make death saves anymore. You can tell, like,
No.
basically roll him over on his side, keep his tongue out of his throat or whatever, and
position.
he's
Cool.
Yeah, he's good. You can tell that his breathing is steadier and stronger. Lucius, you are up. If there's anything you want to do,
So real quick, I'm going to cast a 5th level.
Okay.
Hunter's Mark,
okay.
which, as long as he's within 90 feet, I can maintain it for 24 hours.
Okay, no problem. You certainly can do that. Okay, so Granus will go, but he's way far back there. He's just gonna stumble, forward a little bit. Randy, you are stable, but cannot act right now. Sorry. It's his turn. He's going to go again, another gazillion feet. And unless you guys have some magic drastical way
Yeah, I don't got nothing. I will heal Randy though, real quick.
Oh, I forgot to have you go. I skipped you. Sorry. So you would get to go.
Then it'd be
if you
me.
wanted before you got to move. So you could heal Randy before
Yeah,
Randy's turn.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do.
That was my bad. I thought there was a way he was gonna get up, but I just
I'm gonna get
totally
this
screwed
fucking
the
guy.
pooch.
12 HP for
I'll take
Randy.
it. Thank you, baby. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, then Lucius will look at everybody. We need to make our preparations faster before he gets to his master.
At the end of your turn, Lucius, another legendary will put him at 120 feet away.
Oh yeah, he's gone. There's someone else chasing
Well,
him.
I mean, I don't know what Randy has, but he's sprinting. Like he is just. He did some damage, but he realized that now with his darkness gone and all of you guys there, he's like, I'm out of here. And he doesn't look good as he's running away either. Randy, what's up?
I wake up and I shout, "How far away is he, do you reckon?"
120 from the door plus whatever you are to the door.
At 150.
Yeah,
Thank you.
150 feet.
I'm going to cast Dimension Door out of the door. I'm going to go 150 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to go 40 feet above him.
Okay.
I'm doing that as a quickened action.
Okay.
And then as I'm above him, as I pop back out, I'm going to use my performance of creation, and I'm going to make a something which is going to be large and there's a
Okay.
value of 140 gold pieces. I would like 140 gold pieces of heavy pig iron, please, to land on this fucking guy.
Okay.
Falling 40 feet.
What sort of roll? Because I think this has to be a roll. Are you thinking? Does he get a dex save? Do you get an attack roll?
I'd like to go with an attack roll as
Okay.
I'm throwing this thing down on him.
Make like a spell attack roll using your spell DC, like or your spell bonus,
Mhm,
whatever your charisma.
So my spell attack is +8,
So make one of them.
and I have an advantage given to me by chat.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Make it.
So I'm going to use a 1d20. Just going to roll a 1d20. First time. First time comes up with a 10 plus 8 is an 18.
Yeah.
And the second time I'm going to throw. Because
Second
I'm assuming
time.
that 18 doesn't hit, right?
Correct. Yeah, we're looking
I
for a
need what?
24.
You need 24.
Yeah, it's not an easy one.
Yeah, 16 or higher.
Oh, you fucker.
Oh,
It's 15. Reaction, actually, because I'm going to use right now my. Hold on. Tide of Chaos. No, that's my advantage on there. But I'm going to use my. As a reaction, can I do a Silvery Barb on myself? That
no,
doesn't
because
work.
it's only for successful, sadly.
Yeah.
Plus,
I-
it goes back to that level
All right, fine.
spell thing.
So I'm going to fall out the sky then, 40 feet
Oh.
at speed.
All right.
I could have bardic inspired myself. Fuck's sake.
You can't do that as a reaction.
No, I
The
can't. do
problem
it as a
is you
reaction.
bonus
It's a
actioned.
My bonus action was my
Dimension
dimension
door.
door, so I'm right. But I should have done a bardic like a while back.
You also
Yeah.
could have grabbed one of us to come through the door with you.
Yeah. You could have
Didn't
grabbed
think about it.
her.
Could have done a bunch of stuff, my guys.
It's all
Just
right.
grabbed
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Now you're just going to fall and die again.
Randy, roll me.
And now we don't know where you are.
4d6.
Now,
46. That's fine.
I still got
Oh, well.
eyeball on him.
Oh, I'm down. Yeah, I'm back down again.
All right. Yeah, he's gonna disappear.
He's not going to take the
I mean-
time to kill me? I mean, I'm right there.
I debated, but I think he knows that there's people, including a powerful wizard, back there that he does not want to have to face solo. So I think he's just gonna shuffle past you, running out. Gravtar, of course, will generally get a sense of where this guy's
Yeah.
going.
And Do I see
And
him?
it seems like he's heading towards the castle.
Okay. I want to try to run after him if at all possible.
I
Do
mean,
I
you can
even-
try. You'll never catch him.
Oh, I know, but do I see him? And do I even remotely get to see a glance at him?
I would say like after Randy's thing, no, because he goes, he would dart down an alleyway,
Okay.
and like with his speed, without us actually having
Because
that map up.
because I can literally hit him 240 feet away.
I know, but you look at
Okay.
the city,
Yep.
and you're in
I'm
the
just
you're in the
making sure.
warehouse area.
Yeah.
So he is like darting past,
Okay.
going down alleys, making twists and turns. Yeah, you're gonna lose him pretty quickly.
One last thing, GM.
Yeah.
Let me check a thing real quick. It's just a Hail Mary if this is a thing or not.
No, it's
but-
fine. I'm not trying to like have you guys have a loss here or whatever. I'm just
No, it doesn't matter. I was just checking to make sure that the Dimension Door was a bardic and not a sorcerer.
I was gonna
Anything
ask you
happen
that,
with
but then I
wild
was like,
magic and Dimension
think-
Door.
no, because that was a bardic. That's
Oh,
I thought
that's
about
cool.
it too, but Dimension Door I know is a
It's-
bardic
So-
spell.
it's a
It
bardic
could have been a sorcerer one too, but
So
I'm
realizing that I can't get to him, I am pulling out from the mystic magical world of the Watchers
okay.
a dank healing potion.
Okay.
And I am carefully using my action to feed Randall the 2 whole hit points that it you receive from it if you maximally, use the potion.
I'll
Yeah.
take 2 points of healing. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. I'm alive.
Yep. You
It-
were
it
the only
heals-
one that saw Randy fall out of the sky.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. So,
and there is where we are going to end it for today. The party having been caught off guard within their own kind of hideout spot, and one of the gladiators escaping, and the party fighting him off, doing a lot of damage. He escaped with 12 hit points left, guys. He was so
That kills me, 'cause
close.
if I hit any one of my hits, like
Oh yeah, so many. I was like, he's so close. All you guys
Yeah.
got to do. And that's why I was like, he would run now that he doesn't have
Yeah,
darkness to protect
absolutely,
him. He's just
absolutely.
gonna go. So thank you, all our awesome players. Thank you, all you awesome watchers. If you want to know what happens as they're prepping to invade the castle, which now gets a little bit more tricky that this guy got to get away. Let's find out what happens. Now, given our normal schedule, this would have fallen on Christmas, so we're definitely going to skip that one. So our next game will be January the 8th, same bat time, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Extrapolate out for our wonderful friends. Is that like 5 p.m. for you guys at UTC sort of zone?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. UTC. Thank you all for joining us. That's awesome. Thanks these players. Check all the things down below. Hopefully, we'll see how this goes after this. So we'll see how the party responds, how the castle responds. I had not planned necessarily how far implications. I didn't expect anyone to survive, you guys, and so we'll find out what happens. So see you guys.
See you guys.
Peace out,
Thanks
people.
for coming. Bye.
See y'all next year for this
Next
game,
year?
not for XP
Yeah.
Guild.
Yeah, no, more to come.
More to come.